Dummy.
One.
That nigga sound like he was from Clear then.
Warm. Dude, I'm pretty sure they drink warm wine to Calera too.
Damn.
Thunderbird, yeah.
It was the way
Whiskey.
That's damn sure what it tastes like.
it was
right
how
there.
you said it though.
Warm wine.
Warm.
Damn, I'm country.
You.
Dummy.
We've been trying to tell you this for the longest.
That New Orleans shit been gone.
I'm a mixture. I still not a blending in both places.
Man.
The what's the shit called when you're talking and the way you're talking?
Accent.
Your accent. The
dialect.
accent. I will say the dialect and the accent is pretty trash right now. It's real Calera, but the actions is New Orleans.
I bet when you go home, nigga be like, where you from?
Yeah, they call me country every time. I ain't gonna lie. But people from here still say you ain't from here.
Well, yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
You can hear it a little bit. You can tell that.
Yeah.
You know,
But them, nah, you gotta be the extreme or nigga, you ain't it.
Yeah, you're a man with no country.
I'm okay with that.
Ain't
I'm a
nothing wrong with
nomad. I move around good. Nomads move around good.
it. Rolling Stone.
Papa would. No, I'm a nomad.
I'll take the nomad hoop. Take the nomad hoop.
I move around, you know what I'm saying? I'm a man of no country. Just move around, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Hey, guys, we're back again.
ain't it?
We're back again,
Well,
man.
you know, it's Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. And you welcome, listeners.
Do you feel like everybody
You know,
in your life-
season one.
It is, fool.
I'm not. You know,
One,
I ain't
one,
finna do it with you.
one-
I'll let you do it. Right
You done
now.
had 19 season ones, good.
I'm through talking shit.
Nigga, you just did it last week.
I'm through.
Can't
talking.
wait.
You see, you know when
Hey.
y'all know what through mean?
Next
You
week,
done.
Yeah, like I'm not
It ain't
doing
like
this.
you never done it.
Right, but you
done.
just right. Like,
You about to say it no more.
hey, mark my word, episode 200. I guarantee you, he gonna be on here talking shit.
that's a special occasion.
That's all right, nigga. That's all right.
You get a pass for talking shit on 200.
Ooh,
No, I'm just
200.
saying you're not done. You're not done.
That
And it's
nigga-
okay.
That nigga predicted the future. You good? Who? I'm telling
You
you.
know what I'm saying? That's what I be doing.
200, you gonna talk your shit.
Fuck y'all season ones. And y'all season threes. Fuck all y'all seasons.
Y'all saw Dad talking his shit this week.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
of course.
ooh.
The #1 producer in the world.
And he whispered with
Next time you
That
definitely
nigga
gotta do
whispered
Rick
in the
Ross.
text.
Right. He
You
texted
gotta do
whisper.
that. You gotta do Rick Ross when you do it. Right?
The best producer in the world.
Dummy.
Okay, here we go. You're tuning in to the Dummies Podcast. I'm Stop.
I'm Joe.
I'm tall.
I'm hootie nigga.
And we back like we never left, because like we say every week, we never leave. It's episode 193. Yes, 193 episodes.
You don't want to say consistent motherfucker?
193. Consistent motherfucking episodes, nigga. Yeah. What the fuck wrong with you? I'm trying not to cuss, man. Stop being bad, man.
I ain't make you do it.
Back in this thing, man. It's Sunday. Y'all know what we do, man, in this thing, man. Shouts out to people on the front lines. Pandemic numbers, they still kind of, it's the monkeypox now. I saw Atlanta had a really high case of monkeypox, particularly affecting, of course, as always, the black community.
I can see that.
Yeah, man, be careful, man. If you're gonna get the vaccine, do your thing. If not, I understand, because I don't even like wearing that mask that one day of the week I gotta wear it. But where we at with a hoop?
That mask make me tired as fuck walking up them stairs, fool.
Man.
Good God, mask
lying.
and stairs. Fool. Them stairs get me every morning.
But
goddamn,
then you
walking.
niggas used to wear masks for like recreation.
We
to work
did.
out?
Used to. You said the good word. Used to. We were just talking about the past. Used to, like last summer. That was a year
threw
ago, my boy. It's
But I'm
been a
saying if
year.
you can wear a mask and run
A
for
year
fun,
ago. I
you
promise you.
can't wear one and walk.
You ain't never heard the saying that they say if you don't use it, you lose it?
Okay.
And I haven't used that shit in over a year. I lost that.
Oh.
I'm sorry. That's
I
one
feel
thing I lost. I can't. No, I could never work out in the mask today. No, that shit gonna hurt.
Year old.
It hurt then.
Right, it hurt then. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga was faithful with his shit. That nigga followed all protocols.
Yeah, I was scared. I ain't gonna lie, fool. I was super scared of that shit. I ain't doing it.
No, I'm just gonna jog.
You can't run
I'm just gonna
without your
jog
mask.
in the garage.
Nah, I get the cloth version of a mask, and that shit still it'll get wet and stick to your face, and like, come on now.
You don't want your face wet, huh?
Not in sticky shit
Or
on
sticky
it.
shit
Wet
on
and
it.
sticky
Wet
cloth.
and sticky.
No, I don't want no wet sticky cloth in my face.
Yeah,
boy,
sticky
y'all
on your
wild.
face.
But the week been cool, man. Week been good. We've been good, man. I've been back to normal, man. I do not have to go to work every single day of the week anymore. Cause it had got back to normal. But then started interviewing people. So hey, come you after work and interview people. And now this been the first week where it's only been I'm 5 days at home, the other 2 elsewhere. But that's been the highlight of my week, and that shit been good. And I've been real lazy, man. I got to get my fucking life back together.
You do. You spiraling.
Hold on. I was saying that for all of us, for one, because I need to work out. Can we go in the morning? I see it. I look in the mirror and I see I need to get my life together. And that's all I'm saying. No?
I'm going to come Tuesday.
See that? We go. And now we need to get out like just that fast. We need to get our life together and just shit like that, man. Like get healthier, man. We getting old. I'd be like, God damn, I drank too much. God damn, I relax too much. God damn, I chill too much. I need to get my shit back together. Yeah. I'm going to try it, but that shit hard. Like now I'm it's scary, but I'm comfortable.
Jack ain't gonna have no problem this week.
He better not. Shit, I'm pouring my heart out to you, Jack. It's scary, but nigga, I'm comfortable. Like, does being comfortable fuck y'all up? I'm sorry to have but that's what my week consisted of, is thinking of shit like that.
Yeah, I don't know how to start, Hood. I ain't gonna even lie.
It's hard, bro.
Yeah, you start, but I don't know how to stay consistent at this point.
Mm-hmm. So, is it okay to start over every day?
Hell yeah. I guess that's what you got to do.
As long as you keep trying.
Right. Mm-hmm. It's tough though.
That shit hard, because once you stop, it's so easy to keep. It's so easy to stop.
Yeah. So easy to drink this wine and eat this burger.
I noticed that if you do it, I mean, for me, early in the morning, it's hard as fuck because it's hard to get up, but it's the least distractions.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you ain't got the family distractions. Ain't nobody texting or bothering you. It's the easiest time to do it, but it's the hardest time to get up.
But does now your previous nights affect that even more?
Sometimes, yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie. What affect me more is like finding something to wear. So
to go work out?
Yeah. If I don't find it, I go back in the bed.
As long as I find some tights, I got something to work out.
Yeah,
because I'm gonna throw anything. I'm gonna throw anything on top.
Yeah, but it'd be like that. Like, damn, where the fuck my tights at?
But
where the fuck my shorts at?
That will stop me.
I go get back in the bed.
Has life changed too since the pandemic? I was talking to somebody. They was I was asking them about dressing, like clothes and stuff. Mm-hmm. And they a person that normally dress up a lot. And they was like, man, I ain't dressing up no more. I'm done with that shit. I don't buy no more clothes like that no more.
Man,
I don't even own that kind of shit right now.
I wear the same t-shirt all week.
I still own it, but I'm just doing it differently now. I'm trying to do it the way I would want to do it: a suit and some tennis shoes, so a suit and a beanie and some tennis shoes and a chain. Look, I had
with them glasses.
Fool. I actually had somebody
in them Mike Tyson van.
Listen, fool. I actually had somebody that tell me at work that you look like a rapper. Oh, get the fuck out my face.
Damn.
You look like a rapper.
Kind of silly shit.
I really didn't care though. I didn't care, nigga, because that's my culture. I don't give a fuck if that's what you think I look like. Cool, because that mean I look
dress
cool.
For the culture.
I looked cool to them. I looked cool, and so that's how I took it. I knew what they were saying, but I took like, yeah, you're right. I look cool. Thank you. You want me to tell you what you look like?
No,
exactly.
Nigga going to work dressed like Nino Brown.
So nigga, I'm going.
Boy, huh?
And that's what I said, nigga. If I'm gonna go to work, I'm gonna go look cool and do it the way I want to do it. Because otherwise, I really don't fucking be here, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Well, that's good. Well, that's not good.
I ain't saying it like that. Like, I'm saying if I'm going to come in and do this, I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. I'm going to do my work, but I'm going to look cool doing it the way I want to look cool. I ain't got to
Yeah, that remote shit got me fucked up.
But wingtips, nigga, you ain't getting no more wingtips out of me.
Nigga, graphic tees.
You ain't getting that out of me no more.
Graphic tees and anything.
Goddamn hooping shorts.
That's
and
it.
Sneakers. That's it.
Graphic tees and anything.
I'm like, let's go on a date. All right, what you wearing? Graphic tees.
Right.
Jeans,
But that's been my week.
Nigga say I be having a uniform on.
So I promise y'all, I'm going to ask a cutter, and I know this going from stock last week, saying Hootie, y'all scared of Hootie? Nah, don't be scared of Hootie. Hootie good. But that's my week been consistent of thinking of shit like that, and I had a few more of them questions that I'm sure that's going to come up throughout the podcast. But how was your week, Todd?
Pretty dope week, man. You know what I'm saying? Did kind of start working out, but yeah.
Kind of start? What the fuck is that?
Man, I went to the crossplex to swim.
You can't
How you do
no more?
that?
Yeah,
You got connections. Oh, I was going to say that ain't open for the public.
Yeah, you got to know people. But
Okay.
Yeah, man, went in there, man, and by lap one, man, that was it. You know, it's Olympic size pool,
So Can't Get Right can get you now.
He might be able to. Well,
You couldn't call
because that shit long. Like that's a long.
You couldn't call me
It's
on that,
Olympic
though?
style. Huh?
You couldn't call me on that?
You was at work.
I took off. Fuck this.
Well, we can go tomorrow. You want to go tomorrow?
Yeah.
Hey,
I wish
look
you'd
at
have told me
tomorrow.
before today.
Looking at that nigga Instagram this week, he ain't been at work.
Y'all going swimming together?
Yeah, what's wrong going swimming together?
I just asked.
Let's get together and take our shirts off.
I don't know how it went though.
I'm just
I mean, you exercise with me and don't you?
Full of
Yeah, but
clothes.
like-
Full of clothes.
Hey man, you want to go swimming with me? that shit gotta. I ain't trying to. Like I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I just Hey, what up? You want? We can
too
go to the
tough.
bar, to the baseball
tough.
game.
No, but we
Yeah,
both
stop
like
being
Want to go
so
play
tough,
golf?
man.
We both. Yeah, what's the
Stop
difference?
being tough, man. Y'all too
That-
tough.
You got
man.
clothes on.
Tough.
You ain't wet, you moist and stuff.
We gonna be there wrestling each other. Nigga, don't talk to me while you swimming.
I bet you can't get to the other end.
Like, what are y'all gonna do when you get there?
Pick him up, bustle.
Swim some laps, man. Swim some laps.
It's like
That's
it's
it.
laps.
You
Swim up
really
and
can't
down.
talk in the water, so hell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You swim.
You swim, man. That's
You
it.
go down, you come back.
Yeah.
On 280, man, we went to swim for fun, and it wasn't just with me and my homeboy.
You gonna be doing little backflips in the water. You put your hand.
I bet you can make it.
They gonna be splashing each other. What the fuck wrong with y'all?
The water in my eye.
I mean, I get what you're saying. I get it.
Okay, I still want to go.
Go spend time with your friends. I get it. That's wild, man.
Man, y'all niggas so wild, bro.
Man, where we at, though?
Yeah.
Talking about this weekend.
Yeah, man. I got
crying
lost
over
in that. But yeah, man, went in there, did a few laps, hoop, man. Yeah, that shit, that is tough, bro. I jumped off the high dive, too.
That shit's scary.
It is.
Why would
Like,
you do that?
what's high? Because they got multiple.
Okay, hell, now that could be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he gonna do it, though.
I can't see. I
That shit
want
high.
love to
Hell
see
no, I'm
this.
scared
I want to see it.
He ain't gonna do that shit.
I want to see it.
Because last time I probably did was at Bishop State.
I do it. I get on the diving board. I ain't never got.
Yeah,
on
it's a diving board.
I ain't never got on the
That
high,
shit
not the high, not the boing one.
It ain't the boing one.
That's
yeah.
all. That's
It
all I'm
ain't-
getting on.
It ain't so high. It's like this one, that one, and that one. It's like this one here.
But you know, that shit still high.
It's high, but it's not to the roof high.
I ain't never did that shit.
Yeah, that shit. It was fun. You know what I'm saying? You do that. You just gotta, when you looking down at the wall, you first you're like, damn, this shit high.
But once you do it, you
Yeah, you do it, you straight. Yeah.
You what you did, like a little cannonball or something?
Yeah.
You do a cannonball from up there.
Yeah,
You gotta scream it out.
Nah,
You gotta scream it out.
I
Cannonball.
jumped off and just went in feet first.
You
That's it.
ain't swan in that thing.
Why you diving that thing?
Nah, I ain't swung.
Belly flop.
Fuck no.
Head
First,
back
goddamn, you
flop.
gotta go.
Feet gonna rotate.
Yeah. So, that shit was dope though, man.
I like swimming though, Todd. Come on,
man.
can't get ready, but don't invite
Well, I
me
don't
like
want to
that.
invite you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you say, hey.
Like you do the football game. Hey, I'm going swimming tomorrow. Here.
Can't get right. Don't like that. He
I don't care.
He don't like that.
Now when you do it that way, yes.
For swimming.
What would he be like, man? I'm going to the Thomas game tomorrow.
Yeah, I just say you can invite me to
Okay.
it.
So, all right. But the first time he didn't say that.
Bro,
He did.
bro, what's wrong with you, bro? I
I
didn't
don't
say
know.
that shit.
Shit.
I said it.
I was trying to help you out. Can't get
That
right.
nigga want personally. I'm like,
a different way of
I do
asking to
not
swim.
want
Joe,
I just,
would you
hey,
like
you just
go
did
with
for the
me?
swimming.
No.
Yeah, there you go.
I asked him.
Right.
Because he got the access. It ain't like I could meet you at the game. I can't meet you at the damn.
Yeah, but nigga, I
Olympic-sized
tell
pool.
you I'm going to the game. I'd be like, Joe, I'm going to the game.
Okay, well, I decide if I want to go with that.
He did it.
I did that, but you say I didn't.
And you didn't.
No,
you
the
just
first
said
time you didn't.
He
Man,
did.
yes, I
Hey,
did,
man,
bro.
hey, man, don't nobody
He
know
said
what
he
you
was
talking
going.
about, man. Like, goddamn.
He didn't say Joe, but he said I'm going to the game.
Yes, and that was enough. This
you,
time.
but no, he said that the first time.
Well, maybe I missed it.
Ain't no maybe.
Yeah, man. It's okay to be wrong, man. You can't be right.
I don't
every
want to
time.
fight.
Sick of you niggas.
We don't want to fight.
Stop.
Stop fighting. Want to fight. I don't want to fight you.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, this is crazy.
Oh yeah, college football back. So that was shit. Was dope watching that shit all day yesterday. And man, let me tell you something. I'm not a napper, but yesterday, fool. Like I think I hibernated yesterday.
That's the best time to get a kick.
Man, fool, that was different. I woke up, I was sore from sleep.
You sore from sleep.
I was sore from sleep.
From the nap or the night
From the
before?
nap.
Okay.
Yeah,
That means you
not-
slept a lot.
Hell no, to me,
Man,
it was
That nigga ain't
punching your
moved.
ass.
Right.
She probably was, because I'm like a log in there.
Ain't nothing, man. Sometimes them
telling
naps
you.
be clutch, man.
Man, that
Super
one,
club. That'd be the best ones on a Saturday with football just starting, good and pretty outside.
Man.
Nice breeze.
that shit was different yesterday. I don't know.
You gonna have some Rotel later? Let me take this down right quick. Get ready for these
See, that's why you
Rotel.
can't get right, man. You want to eat the Rotel.
I
and
know.
shit, man.
I
You-
agree.
How you gonna be our trainer telling us to eat bad shit, man?
On Saturday, you can have a cheat day. You can have one cheat day, and that could be it.
But we cheat all week.
I'm only talking about Saturday.
But
dog.
then you probably don't need to chill on Saturday. You might need to go get you a salad, guys.
That might not be your day.
day. One day, just Saturday, Todd.
Yeah, all right, man.
N-
Fuck
Not
that
Wednesday at 4:30.
All right, we going what, Tuesday you said?
Yeah, we going Tuesday.
All
We
right,
there.
we going Tuesday then. All right. But Joe, how about your week, bro?
At 5:30, and can't get right. You come late, your ass running, and okay, because I say 5:30 and they get there at 6:09.
That nigga think it. Like,
Just tell your ass.
Yeah. hey, I will say,
Okay.
hey, fool, I will say that's really the only place that nigga listens.
I don't know.
No,
He might hate it. He's gonna hate it.
Who to say 4 laps? That nigga do 1 lap.
No, I don't agree with
No,
that.
I don't do that.
Oh, no.
I don't do
I've
that.
seen him
He
do
might
that.
do it at his pace, but he gonna do it.
Nah, I done seen that nigga.
I
mean,
Especially when running, he'll say it. Fuck, I look like I'm running for. I ain't trying to
Fuck
get
that shit, I ain't doing
He's
that
gonna
shit.
say that, but he gonna do it.
No, I saw him say that and do
not
what he
do
said.
I'm saying you ain't been there the last year. My boy been there the last year. I'm only talking about.
I don't do that.
I'm only talking about the
changed.
last year.
Yeah, I changed.
I'm only talking about the
I
last
go
year.
ahead and do
He
it.
got some competition in there. So, he got some competition.
trying to
So,
show out.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And then also I saw how it looked when Buddy be like, no. I'm like, man, let me not be
Stop that
person.
bitch. I'm sorry, but stop that
Damn.
bitch shit.
But no, who actually
was
was telling
aggressive.
that nigga that?
Because he gotta stop it.
Yeah.
That was aggressive. Fool.
I know, and
you
I
say
be
that?
meaning it.
I was
You
like,
said
yeah.
that?
man,
Hey,
no.
bitch, doing my workout.
No, don't be. Stop the bitch shit. You stop complaining.
Yeah,
stop
stop bitch.
complaining.
I
Stop
like
whining for no
I
reason.
like that
It
nigga.
could be
I
like
like
do.
who to tell me
It could
that
be
shit
do.
is gonna be
Do
sweet.
5 jumping jacks.
What the man name
Some
is
equipment movement.
on that war movie we like. What the fuck the name of that movie?
Lady Payne?
Tropic Thunder.
No, Private Pile.
Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket.
That's my man right there. That's you, who?
That's trainers.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry. That-
Is that the best military movie ever?
Man,
nope, it's Major Payne.
Shut up, Huda.
It's a few.
Major Payne.
that shit.
It
that
is,
though.
but I think Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket. It's a classic.
Yeah.
I like the one for real with the
Saving
the
Private
6,
Ryan.
the
good.
6, the 6, the 6. Is it 6 or the 12? It's something more recent.
Saving Private Ryan a little overrated. What was the one where everybody gets shot in the head in the first 2-3 minutes?
Sheesh.
You got to remind me.
Because they're like storming.
I just think that they've gotten so much better, fool. Like it's easy to.
That lone survival.
one.
That lone survival was hard.
That's what I was talking about. That one, American Soldier was good.
American
Black
Sniper.
Hawk Down.
Black Hawk Down though. Black Hawk Down the motherfucker too.
Black Hawk.
So it's hard, man. Like
I don't know though,
Glory.
Cause,
Glory was the truth.
Yeah. So it's so much shit. Like
but
man.
that I don't know, bro.
Man, fuck Glory.
It's hard. Full Metal Jacket is just that shit just funny.
Well, that shit's so funny.
That shit's so funny.
When they in
Five Bloods? Was that what you were talking about, Huda?
No.
Oh.
It was more like if I saw it, I'd let you know.
ain't it your week, man?
Yeah, it's been he never said. No, Todd never passed it to him. He ball hogging.
I did pass.
He does.
Oh my bad. I'm sorry.
But
If he did or didn't.
nah, I had a cool week. Started my golf journey. That's why another reason why I want to get back in the gym. I was winded as fuck out there. Old ass men just
Hitting that bitch.
going.
Wait,
I'm
hold
like,
on.
damn, I'm a little tired.
In golf?
No,
What you mean?
just
tired
driving.
from golf?
Just driving.
Yeah.
Not golf. Just driving.
Yeah, just driving.
Yeah, we got us some clubs now, nigga. Fuck wrong with y'all.
No, we got,
Just driving.
steps.
Top golf. Top golf.
Yeah, basically.
Top golf. He was tired.
Without the food. Well, they
He
had
had the bid though.
They had the bid though. They got a hell of a deal out there.
But how was it, man? How long were you out there?
I was out there probably a good hour and a half. Like, I will say, like, to any beginner, like, don't buy 100 balls, pause. But,
I was about to ask if that was on the balls. But I do it, fool.
That nigga hit by 12 to the hole. Like,
hey, I was like, shit, somebody coming up. I left them hoes out there.
that shit be
Fool, I
funny
think-
when you think shit a good idea. Then you,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna get this. You be
I'm
like,
gonna get this. Man,
Damn, boy, I'm tired of this shit
I looked
already.
at that bucket and I said, oh, hell no.
I think I have fun
My
with it, though.
shoulder, yeah,
Because I
that
love
shit-
Top Golf.
Yeah, but that's hitting one, you going back, talking to people, having
Drinking.
a drink. Yeah,
this nigga by himself hitting
by
the hundred
myself
balls.
every time, nigga.
I enjoy this shit.
I ain't gonna
All
lie.
right,
I
I
like
love
that
for you
one.
to come out there.
I will. I promise you I will.
I'm still stuck.
Think about it. Every time we go to Top Golf, I'll be the last one out that bitch swinging like
Yeah,
swinging.
that's true,
And I
but
know
that's
it's different.
different.
I know it's different, and I will still like it and have fun.
Who don't strike me as a nigga that's gonna do a whole lot of stuff by himself? Maybe workout, and that's about it.
I don't think that's true. I actually prefer to do more shit by myself.
No, you don't.
I do
What do you do by yourself besides workout?
everything.
And he don't really do that much.
There's a difference. What do you do and what do you prefer to do? Like, yeah, I don't.
He finna make this shit right.
I
You see what I'm
train.
talking?
I train, so of course I don't work out mostly by myself. But what do I prefer? I rather go work out alone.
Right. Remember that was the only thing.
I know, just like,
So what else?
but you know, some stuff you like. I think it's cool, man, because like I ain't gonna lie. A lot of the time, I get most of my good thoughts off and good ideas off alone. And sometimes you gotta
I'm gonna tell you,
self-reflect.
favorite
If you
thing
can't
to do
self-reflect, you fucked up.
when you on the slab by yourself at nighttime, bro. Ooh,
Well, I be like, mother,
I figured out the world by the time I get
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I
What
do.
you gotta do? We're gonna take over the world.
man. I'm still stuck though.
I'm gonna be a millionaire Monday.
Yeah, I'm still stuck at this nigga being tired though, bro. Like you really got to work out if you tired by just hitting golf ball.
Yeah,
because if you take the stick,
do it then.
if you,
Nigga, that shit hard.
man,
And when you miss, that shit extra hard.
And it's a wear and tear on your body. Fuck you think Tiger Woods back messed up from?
Hey,
Hey,
guys,
guys.
had 32 surgeries.
we had a pact about 2 months ago that we ain't lived up to. We can't Tuesday.
yeah.
What?
We gonna hold each other
We back,
accountable.
man.
We
Oh,
ain't did
for working
shit.
out?
We ain't did shit.
We back.
We
That
ain't
shit
did
dead.
shit, man. Accountable. I want to be accountable, man. Because I actually looked at the fucking video and I was like, I don't like how I look.
No,
I say that.
we all
Oh,
fat
yeah.
now, especially.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I gotta do some push-ups.
Yeah, I got-
I need to do something.
That shit hard.
I'm about to
It
give me
is.
a waist trainer like you got.
It works. It ain't for me, fool. It really ain't a waist training. It's a back support.
Sure.
I'm so serious. It's like, come on, man. You know, it's a back support.
Yeah, my nigga back been fucked up for a long time.
Yeah, man, it's back support.
Pause.
But you
What I was
need,
finna
but
say-
you need a waist trainer. I ain't gonna lie about that part of it.
What I was going to say, but going back to my week after all that shit. But
pink one.
Saturday was cool as fuck. I went on a little park tour. You know, little league.
goddamn
Yeah, that was dope, man.
Yo, man.
I was kind of hating a little bit.
I was too. You ain't tell nobody about
It was all he damn sure ain't tell
You
nobody.
ain't say nothing about
All
that.
we did, we saw a picture.
Right. Nah.
I was moving and shaking.
Yeah.
We all moving and shaking.
But you mad when somebody else do it?
Hey, I'm
Yes,
just
because
saying.
it's a set time. You know, park league. You don't know when the team really.
You
gonna
know
play.
when you going,
You
nigga.
know where you going.
You ain't say nothing about that. We saw
know the
a picture.
destination.
Why would y'all want to come to a park league game?
Why would you
I
want
ain't
to
know.
go?
Why would you want to go swimming with? Why would you want to go swimming with Todd?
Because I like swimming.
We all like football.
Right.
Okay, well, I ain't inviting y'all. Fuck y'all.
All right, then shut up. Shit, you started this
Right.
conversation.
Cry, baby.
But nah, that was adventurous, to say the least.
So how many parks you went to total?
3,
How many fights you seen?
1.
Damn.
That shit disgusting. I'm sick of folk.
Yeah.
But see, man,
Man, I
I
see people dying. at
like
football
I've
games.
seen a lot like that shit happening a lot, fool.
Yeah, because people, parents, man, don't know what the fuck they doing, man. Hey, listen, that
Shut up,
shit,
man. Let
I'm
the coach
sick of that
coach.
shit. I'm sick of that AAU football stuff. I'm sick of, like, nigga, football is a very taxing sport already as is. Some of these parents be going too far, man, when they 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 10-year-old, 11-year-old not getting in the game, man, and they thinking that he finna go to the NFL. What you doing? You setting a nigga up to be burnt out. Football is a tough sport, man. You ain't meant to play that shit. That's why football got the least games of any other professional sport. College football have the least games than any other sport, than college baseball, college basketball, because it's not meant to play that shit that much. You supposed to practice more than you play it. So these people who got their kids playing football year round, you fucking stupid.
And sometimes you even more stupid.
And you need to educate yourself on how that shit work, because what you could be doing is let them play their regular season game, play them little 8-9 games, and if you really want to teach them the game, take them to a trainer. Learn how to develop their body. Learn the defense concepts, the offensive concepts. Learn that shit. Train.
Yep.
That's more important than sitting out there trying to play a game. But
And-
you
and-
can't tell them nothing. They
and I-
mad because their kids ain't playing.
And also on the other end, from somebody that just wasn't that good. Your child might not be good. Your child not gonna get into the end
They're
of the game.
11.
If
They're
it's
9. They're 10.
Well, I'm saying yes, but it's different levels of 9 and 10 go.
Right, but I'm saying,
What I'm
if
saying-
you're right. I'm not trying to take away from what you're saying. What I'm saying is, if your kid not playing at 11, he's 11.
Yeah.
Right.
All
got
he's supposed
time.
to be doing is learning the game.
learning the game.
Because when he 14, he might be the best motherfucker
Yeah.
on the team.
You don't know
when he
what's gonna
15,
happen.
when he's 16, they gotta develop. Right now, they just trying to learn to play
Not
the
even-
game and be teammates.
Not even that all the time. Sometimes you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Sometimes you don't know what an offsetting penalty is. But you want to sit here
a
and
lot
fuss
of
at
times
me
they
about
don't
who
know what the fuck they
plays.
talking about.
So shut up.
Nigga, I mean,
Fool, a lot of times.
And then what people need to understand, you always can go back to this. Like, what if Jordan mama would say, you ain't going back out there because he cut you. You ain't going back out there. No, work on your game. Work with your child and go to
It's
practice.
just a different.
If he ain't paying attention in practice, ain't doing shit in practice, how you think a coach can put him in the game?
And he ain't gonna do that because that's gonna get that kid hurt, man. If that
Especially
kid,
in
if you put a
football.
kid, that's a fucking blood sport. You put a kid out there in a contact
You gotta
sport
wanna
like
do that
football, he don't know what he doing, man. You can risk pretty much getting this kid paralyzed. Out there.
And also make sure your kid should ask you to play football. You shouldn't like just, you gonna play football. Your kid gotta want to do that shit.
Can they ask you too early?
Yeah, and I believe in that. Like 5, 6, that's a little bit too early for me.
I think so, but I still would let my kid at 5, 6. I would still be timid, but I would let them do it at 5, 6.
But also,
But now they're doing flag football.
But they
But
gotta
also do
want to do it. I'm never making my 5. I see some parents at 5 or 6 making their kids play football, and that ain't something I would do. But if he want to play it, and he want to go be aggressive, I would let him.
The only advantage of that is, yes, they do get to learn the game a little bit, and it ain't really too many collisions in peanut ball. Like,
Yeah, it's not too taxing on.
Does that matter anymore though? Because like sometimes we see nowadays nigga tennis players have CTE just from some just little light aggressive shit. So that can be taxing because you're still banging helmets even though it's lightly. You're banging helmets.
Bull in the ring, money.
They don't do that anymore. That shit illegal. It should be.
They tackle.
can't
They
do
have
that
games.
shit.
They have football games.
But I'm saying, like, when you 5 or 6, like,
You have a
what
game.
do?
In this, you could hit your head. You could get pushed down.
Man,
And
like, y'all kind of
bang it on the ground?
walk to each other.
I think it matters.
Somebody fall.
I think it's still contact and it matters. If a tennis player who never gets hit in the head can have CTE from his sport, then I think a 5-year-old playing football can.
But man,
Me
like,
personally.
man, parents, like, y'all, and then y'all are out there to be parents, fool. What I seen yesterday after that fight, like, those kids was crying. Like, you're traumatizing these kids.
Fool, my mama never fussed at my coach for me playing or not playing. Or
No,
playing
just
or not
cussed at
getting
me.
a ball. Or,
Yeah,
But that was a different era.
I know.
We
So
said
that's
that
what
shit all the
that's what it
time.
should be.
Yeah.
Like, you're a parent. Go be a parent. Let me be the coach. Go home and talk about me all you want. Don't come out here on my field doing that.
and talk to me Monday. Talk to me Monday after practice.
And talk to
Hey,
your
honestly, man.
talk to your kid about working harder.
Like,
Yeah, and
like,
work with your kid.
Or if you want to talk, let me talk to you and accept what I say. Your kid is not that good.
man,
We working with
They
them.
not gonna. No
And
parent's
then-
gonna accept.
And then
it.
also, man, these Park League guys, coaches, like, they doing that for the love.
Then
Like,
we
I
ain't-
ain't finna put all this time in, and then you come talk to me crazy.
I love it, but we ain't here angry about some little league football, and I love it though.
Well, no,
Nah, that shit-
Because I don't like the way it's going.
I agree.
nah, man.
Fuck it
like-
up my nachos.
And we should. I saw you ain't getting none at the end.
Right.
And honestly, bro, like from a coach's standpoint, and this is like I hate this. Don't talk to me about your kid not playing. I'm never gonna address that.
Yeah.
Like, if you think I'm not gonna?
I think that's wrong, Todd.
It's
Why?
not. It's not because sometimes he's not the better kid.
Right? Like,
He's just not the better
if you-
kid.
if
Well,
you
you don't
visibly
want to
seeing-
tell it to a parent.
Right? What
What
am I to say?
What if I really want to, like, hey, man, why my kid not playing? Is something we can help? Is something we can...
That's different.
That's
Yeah.
different.
That's different.
But
That's actually why my kid not
Okay,
playing.
that's
well,
not.
okay.
You know where we come from. That's not what it is.
Like the shit that you seen yesterday, they're not asking that,
ain't-
coach.
Yeah.
No,
That's why
no.
they got the fight.
That was
I'm
all
not-
wrong, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not finna address playing time with a parent. Like, your kid knows exactly what they're doing at practice. That's where you earn your playing time. You don't. You're not. It's not. It's a privilege to be on the team. It's not. It's a privilege to play. You earn that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a given just because you sign up, you get to play.
I know
and that's
somebody-
what's wrong with everybody.
That's true.
I know somebody
Like, no.
coach high school, and they were saying that the boy got mad and he wanted to quit before halftime. He wanted to take off his pads and quit. Talking about he wasn't getting in the game. He was mad that he wasn't getting in. He mad that he wasn't playing. The mama was mad and stuff that he wasn't playing. The boy missed 3 practices in a week.
You
The
can't
week,
do
the
it.
week of the
The
game,
week of
he
the
missed,
game.
missed 3 practices.
You're lucky you
Hey,
dressed
hey,
right.
Hey, little kid, I didn't never miss one practice from little league to college football until
But-
I had a daughter.
But I do want to, like, I've been
Until-
talking.
You gotta have a kid. to
it
miss
took me to
practice.
have a daughter to miss practice.
That's when
nigga.
I missed, and
You know what
I
I'm
missed
saying?
a little
Like,
bit.
birth
You know what I
kid,
mean?
right.
But
Get out of here, kid. I'm sorry.
it's
parent.
crazy because I've been talking to people who coach high school, particularly with the inner city schools, and they saying that that's a thing. Like, these kids regularly, weekly, somebody's missing practice. Like, out of the 22 starters or however many starters, it's always a few starters missing practice a week.
Well, hey, parent, that's
Well, you
why your
can't
kid
play.
missed. And
But see, at some of these schools,
They have
the
to-
problem
they have to
is
address
they
them.
only got 35 players.
Right.
So if I don't let this nigga, I don't really have no depth behind them. So
No
they
team.
the kids kind of got the control over them.
I'm like,
for
shit,
real.
I'm gonna play anyway. Yeah, I
Well,
I
not
see
really,
that.
because at a school that I have the kids that's coming to practice and you miss 3 practices in the week, you ain't playing. I have that, but I get it for those.
But that's
for
your
this
job,
kid-
though.
but
So
for
you
this
got to
kid-
put
I
the
was about
best
to say.
player on the field.
Like,
Right.
I'm telling you.
I think I'm like
Circumstances.
Hooter. Like,
It's
nigga, I don't give a fuck.
circumstances.
Who? Oh shit, the little 8th grader, 9th
Right,
grader.
let's
who,
bring him
who,
up.
Come on,
Let's bring him
you been
up.
at practice?
Like, I'm-
Get in that bitch.
You know what to do.
And I don't care. I
You know
get
what to
fired
do.
off of
And
that.
it's
I
easy.
feel you.
And it's easy for basketball because you don't need but 5. And I tell them niggas at day 1, I don't need but 5 to start the game, and I can finish with 2. Like, if I start the game with 5 and 3 of them foul out, they'll still let us play. I don't
think you're gonna
that
win
ball.
too many games
It don't
with
matter.
Man,
It
it's
ain't
the
about
principle.
winning
It's
the
the
game.
principle.
I'm talking about the principle.
I know.
So at the end of the day, that ball gonna bounce
He ain't
with
gonna win me the
or
game.
without your ass. So it's just like, you know, whatever.
Well, my week was good, but we're gonna move on to a store or something because
We had a 30-minute week.
right, that was cool. We talked last week. I think Can't Get Right brought up that stat. But then I actually seen an article this week that came out on Monday after we talked about it. About how it costs now over $300,000 to raise a child to 17 due to inflation.
Only to 17? I didn't know it was only to 17.
17.
Shit, boy.
I thought that was counting college and shit.
Yeah.
God
Nigga,
damn.
you mean to tell me this nigga ain't even an adult?
Right. He-
I would like to see the breakdown of that.
I actually think that's
it might be low. That might be the low
I'll
end.
probably pay more than that.
Estimate.
It might be the low end because if you get them in
Because you
all
think about
the
like
shit,
private gymnastics class, nigga, that's $375 a month. I got a 15-year-old, so now she wants to get the hair done and shit. That's $200. Like, you know, a little shit like that.
Know what the
if
dummies
you
Clothes,
if you want to raise a poor kid, it's $300,000 for their life. That's crazy.
know who getting the dumbest check on now?
Big money.
Big money.
Big money.
I'm sending her to the Olympic winner.
Yeah, nigga,
so
I
she
Wait,
can flip.
will her have
Go
those?
backflip
School or
classes.
gymnastics.
Oh, nigga, I don't play.
And I'm gonna pay just for Logan to go watch.
Fuck wrong with y'all? Fuck y'all think I sit? Y'all think I sit here no collect checks or something? Fuck wrong with y'all? Nigga, look around, nigga. It's money around, nigga. Fuck around with y'all.
Tell nigga, and it was evident in your magazine because it was Mustaki.
The stock
Mustaki
factory.
Mustaki. It was just Mustaki Smith. It was Mustaki Smith.
We having
Mustaki
He
Smith.
said we having a conversation with Mustakis.
That's that's what I said.
It's the same
Oh,
thing.
wow.
And then the first line go to my teammates.
It did. It did. But so.
So like like Todd said, nigga, I ain't write it.
My name was in
I
them
didn't
bold
put-
letters.
I didn't put that up there.
Honestly,
I told you, man,
honestly,
nigga changed
like
that shit,
honestly,
bro.
fool. Like when it comes to shit like that, I don't care, man.
Yeah.
I really
It was just funny.
Yeah,
it was. But don't get these-
Now you gotta watch that shit, nigga. That be that shit, nigga. I don't like that shit.
I don't like that shit.
Niggas say they don't care, but they be at home. Man,
like that
this ain't his content factory.
I agree, but you know beyond that.
See,
I
he
don't
agree.
But I say I agree that niggas. But
I'm sorry, man.
Beyond that, you know I don't care.
You can get the shine, man. I'm gonna call him back and let him put Hooter.
Case.
Conversation
and
with
put my shit in bold
Conversation
letters.
with Chris
Put my shit in
Williams.
bold.
But that shit would have been over. With. It would have
Bold
been
old
three
English.
2-word answers.
Nigga, we good.
How did y'all get started?
Fuck
You would have
that
asked
shit.
him
started.
question. How did you get started?
Fuck that shit.
Nigga, we made a mind set it up and we started. Changed our mind frame, nigga. We
In the
started.
political world this week, we saw that Biden,
Joe
President Biden,
Beezy.
stood on a what you call that? Political? I don't know what the fuck you call it.
Grab
a
his
campaign promise.
grabbed his nuts. There you
Campaign
go.
promise. And decided to waive $10,000 of student loan debt. If you got Pell Grants, it's up to $20,000. There's different programs in there that also will waive. I think it was for over 1 million or 2 million different students will get total waiving. I don't know the requirements. Go look it up.
Right.
Go to it. Figure out what it is. There was a lot of fighting and fussing going back and forth about. From regular people too, just saying like, oh no, you agreed to pay that debt. You need to pay your debt. All this different stuff. I got a dummy of the week that I'm gonna talk about later on, perhaps. But what's y'all thoughts on the student loan debt stuff and the point to the people who saying that no, you agreed to pay this debt. You should have to pay your debt, just like I have to pay all my debt.
Honestly, 10,000 is better than $0. I just give me the 10. You know what I'm saying? Like if that's $10,000 that I don't have to pay, cool. Like I'm grateful for it. I mean, if you ain't got it in your pocket right now and somebody giving it to you, what you gonna not take it? Like that's dumb.
I see both sides arguments. I see that people who already paid off their student loans and they're mad. I also see that people who have not have theirs paid off and who are super excited. I also see some who are going to benefit from this who it still really doesn't help. Like, yeah, 10,000 is a lot, but it's some people who have a whole lot in depth to, they're trying to go be better people. They're trying to be a doctor. They're trying to be a lawyer. They're trying to be something that's going to help society and the communities. And 10,000 is enough for some people. So I see all.
I mean,
I see a lot
they
of
still
sides.
gonna take it and like it. But
Yeah,
man,
you
it's
should.
weird because the thing is like, all right, say he don't do this. it ain't gonna change how much taxes come out. He was just gonna give that money to Ukraine or some fucking body. That money was going somewhere else.
Still 7.616% tax rate, or whatever the fucking rate is.
And that's
It
what
ain't
the
like he
rate.
raised the taxes.
I don't want
to,
my tax. Your tax dollars going to wherever.
And that's what to the point of that, like a lot of those people, especially some of the politicians, and I got them, like I said, listed maybe on the possible dummy, but like how some of those people like got all the PPP forgiveness.
Right.
Some of them people
Marjorie,
getting 200,
And she rich.
300,
Some of them got
1.3 million,
right.
2.3 million, and then they got the nerve to say that wiping out a $60,000 or $70,000 student loan debt was gonna somehow hurt us more.
Not even that. Keep it in the same realm. You got however many millions wiped out, but they got some people with small PPP loans, 20, 30,000, who can't really afford to pay it, and they would do it, but they didn't get forgiven.
Yeah. I was looking at the Robert Wright guy, the dude to write the books. He be on BMR sometime. But he said that you ever notice, it was a tweet. He said, you ever notice how forgiving loans is suddenly a big problem when students get much needed relief, but nobody blinks an eye when the richest 20% of Americans get their PPP loans forgiven, or when corporations are handed billions in subsidies. He also said it was 400 country clubs and golf resorts, private jet companies, Kanye West, the exclusive membership club at Soho House, Jared Kushner and friends all received PP loan forgivenesses.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Who don't need it?
Man,
really.
people mad because this is helping middle
people.
class to poor people.
Black people.
Black people.
Right.
That's the only reason
It
why
damn
they
sure
mad.
would help me.
Right.
That's the only reason why Republicans are so up in arms about it. That's why Fox News
It's making some wealth more even.
yes, because
It's in a small matter, which is crazy. It's a small matter.
Because now, yes, I can buy a home. Yes, now I can do other stuff. Now I maybe can invest. Now I maybe can start a
Not
business.
even that, nigga. I could start a business. I could buy a real big
Right.
business without this being held over my head.
And you ever see too, some of the biggest disproportion in wealth comes from home ownership.
Yeah.
Like we talked about this before. You can get this home 4 years later. You can get $100,000 off selling that house.
Right.
So you sell that house and you walk away with $100,000. Nigga, that's a big ass jump in life.
Right.
So they were saying how like now to y'all point, those people don't have that student loan. Now they can get that house.
And in this market is even more. I saw recently, I see a few realtors posting that shit. My client bought this house with $40,000 equity. You bought it with $40,000 equity.
Yeah.
You already got money. You could sell this bitch tomorrow and you won.
Right. You want
You won. So
Yep. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy. They broke down some of the members of Congress who actually got the PPP loans
Yeah.
forgiveness. Again, I got somebody. Matt Gaetz, 476,000. Marjorie Taylor Greene, 180,000. Greg Pence, 79,000. Let's get up here. Vern
Just wait.
Buchanan,
Vern Buchanan,
$2.8 million.
right.
Roger Williams, $1.4 million.
who do you think that new plan that Biden put in place to extend the PPP, go find them motherfuckers act? Who do you think that affects more? The people who was getting $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, or the people who was getting $1 million?
Got to go after the people with the healthy amount, I think.
I think not, because that's going to be those guys.
Yeah,
And-
they ain't going after them.
That's going to be those guys.
They going on. They
going
going
after
after
the
the people
nigga,
that
the
get the
$3,000,
$75,000 and did. But hey, man, if you some of that shit, like y'all was just tripping. Like what your name's your business. All
Yeah.
that,
Yeah, that
like,
shit was.
HellcatMeatLLC.com.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I'm finna get their ass LLC.com. Like, nigga, you knew what you were finna do. I'm finna hit a lick goddamn week. Oh, okay, lick, all right.
all right.
Yeah, man.
So oodles and noodles for the rest of your life. Well, not the rest, but for a little while.
For a few years, few months.
I don't know it all, man. I
Oh, you
don't
gonna owe a whole
understand
lot.
I don't understand the problem with letting everyday commoner, because they ain't gonna do nothing. But a lot of people like you saw it. Go on, wave it so I can go buy this Bentley. They ready to go get back in debt. So the economy going. To me,
Some people gonna fuck it up. Some
they
people
gonna
gonna make it good.
Yeah, they gonna. Some people gonna
'Cause
thrive,
I
and some
said-
people
I
gonna
said-
go right back into
Right
that
back,
same
right.
debt.
I said you buy this death. I'm going to find a big business. I'm going to make something work.
But
I'm going to figure it out.
But to be honest,
I'm going to
them-
be in a better situation than I was because I didn't learn about taxes and income my whole life until I started making or paying taxes and making income.
I would love to see the numbers of people that actually take advantage of it.
I'll take advantage of
And
shit.
unfortunately, we not going to do that.
If I can.
Because they not just going to say, oh, everybody, we going to take 10 or 20,000. You got to go sign up for that shit.
Yeah, you do.
You got to go apply.
They-
and you know, we not going to apply. Because we
I
ain't
know.
gonna know to. We are.
Not y'all. Us. Yeah, we are.
Yes. But
But-
I'm talking about people that look like
we
us.
gonna
ain't gonna
tell
lie.
y'all and
Maybe you had a different experience, but when I clicked it to apply, I still was confused. Like, man, hold on, wait,
You can't apply yet.
it's for. I don't know about.
Oh, you talking about something different. Yeah.
What you talking about applying for? No, I'm saying, what are you saying apply for?
For the 10, 20,000.
the waiver form or
Oh no, I'm talking about the
waiver shit?
what we was filling out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
waiver
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, it's still in the instructions. Still are not clear.
Right.
You still got to be smart on your own.
And
'Cause
that's
they
all
can
I
give
was
you this
saying, 'cause
shit
it was
and
like
will not fucking work.
Yeah.
But you gotta do it right
Oh, yeah,
yourself. And
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about. When I was looking at it, it was still kind of like, wait a minute, what
how the fuck I
kind
do it? What is this?
Yeah, like,
Because for this,
Still don't make that shit easy.
The application of it don't go online until like October or November, I think. And
Yeah, because you have until the end of September or October to fill it out.
right now
To
you
get it
filling
done.
out the waiver shit.
Yeah.
like if you can get your shit forgiven all the way.
Well, they count a certain amount of payments or years that normally wouldn't have counted. So if you went for parents, maybe I think for like 3-4 years,
parents?
forbearance for 3, 4, 5 years.
Oh, I thought he said
then they
forbearance. I
they
thought
might
for
count it. They might count it, or they might not. So you need to know those rules for your shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, I can't lie, though.
Inquire, fuck that. Inquire and fill it out no matter what. All they could do is say yes or no.
It has showed me one thing though. You really can't please people because
What
like,
showed you that?
Well, this for instance, like he's giving you 10 grand in student loan forgiveness. Right, it's not enough. He still ain't did enough for black people. Like motherfucker, like
I will say to the big point, I wouldn't say
haven't really
that.
seen that too much.
No, I seen a lot
I
of
seen
it.
a lot of
Like,
I seen a lot
damn,
of
that
that
ain't
shit.
enough.
That
My
ain't
shit
enough, right.
this much or this much.
I want it all gone. Like all that kind of shit. Like
Well, it's still because it's still gonna be a problem.
it is. And
So-
that's why I say you can't please.
Like
them.
we've said this 3,105 times on this podcast. We've been saying it since episode one. But just count it different. If you're not gonna waive it, at least just count it different. It shouldn't matter when going to get a house or a car, something of necessity.
Right.
Make sure it's a way to enforce it if you want to, but just don't count it. In
I
this
will
shit.
pay it. Just
How hard is that?
don't let it affect my life.
Right.
But they did cap that it can only be 5% of your income. I don't know what it was.
they cut it in
before.
half. It was
120
10%.
Under
Yeah.
It was
125.
10% of your discretionary income. So everything you pay after all your household bills.
Hey, man.
But then they took it from 10% to 5%.
Also, I'm learning that still, man. Even if you make a lot of money, that shit, a lot of taxes still come out. It's still hard. Like $300,000 is still hard. It can be.
Yeah,
Check
and you still
sometimes.
got big ass inflation.
like shit.
I saw with like 300,000, like it was in New York, I think. It comes out to like 160 or some shit.
Yeah.
Which in New York, you paying $2,500 for a 1-bedroom apartment. That
Right.
160
Studio.
really ain't
With a,
shit.
sharing it with a rat.
Hey,
Right.
yeah.
160, goddamn nigga, you
crazy.
middle class.
Y'all saw the
Maybe.
new job trend, quiet quitting.
Which does not mean quitting, which is crazy. I get it though. I get
It
it. I
said
do get it.
what? Quiet quitting is the new trend that's getting people to rethink their work life
Balance.
balance,
Work-life
basically.
balance.
So the balance between
Do
what
you know
do at work.
do you know
and what
people
you
sell
do
that in
your life.
interviews? They say
Right.
they are now selling work-life balance in interviews. That this is your work-life balance.
Yeah, because
You better.
if you think about it, like we've made work be your life in America.
So what's the balance? You gotta have that.
Yeah.
You gotta have it.
And think about it. Like we've talked about this before. You start prioritizing work more. Like, oh, nigga, I'm gonna work overtime every day of the week.
I want to
And then I'm gonna go to work on Saturday for 6 hours. And then it's like, damn, you only got one day really to yourself. And then it's back to work. So work gets you for 10 hours a day, 5-6 days a week. And then you only got your, you know what I'm saying? Yourself for a short period of time and you getting ready just to go back to work.
I work Monday through Friday. I worked yesterday from 9:45, which was Saturday, from 9:45 to like 3. And today's my off day. And I'm here doing this, which probably gonna be more work.
But
So I yes, prioritize balance more than the work-life balance.
Yeah.
If you can.
I've been like that though, ever since,
I stopped caring. Like if I gotta go, I gotta go. Or if I wanna go, I'm gonna go.
ever since the pandemic, If you know, you know. Ever since the pandemic, nigga, I've been goddamn like, man, I
You
really
been
been
balancing.
No, because when I saw how much time I had
My boy been balancing.
from work, and it was kind of like,
Fuck the work. I need the balance.
like damn, boy, like you do work too much.
Yeah.
Like you realized it. Now I hate the circumstances, but it was food. Kind of like, damn, you work too fucking much.
I saw some shit it's like quadruple what we got. Quadruple. Think about that. That means you work entirely too much. Mm-hmm. If you go to work and you got this much of a balance to go home and to do whatever you want to do, and it's quadruple what I got, because I got a lot. And if you got quadruple what I got,
I don't know what you're talking about. Quadruple what you got with? Oh no,
if you got quadruple what I got, then
I don't know what the fuck this dude was talking
yeah,
about.
you got quadruple. That's a lot of shit. You go chill for a year.
And then people won't take it. Well, and I know when I was at home, it's been easier to not take it. I say that.
Yeah. But go back. Quiet quitting isn't actually quitting. It's fucking just not giving a job your all. You still working. You're just not giving it your all.
I love that shit because that's something that I like to do myself. Why would I sit there and keep trying to press and be stressed?
It depends on
what the best person. If I'm not gonna get a payout for being the best person,
well,
2
I've
3
learned
years later down the line.
that's too that matters.
That's an investment.
Yeah.
That's an investment.
I looked at it both ways. I looked at it if you're young and you want to grow and get better. Yes, you should not quiet quit. But if you're at a point in your career where you're comfortable and you got other shit you're working on, quiet quit, because quiet quit just means doing enough to get the job done. And if you're getting your job done, you're getting your job done. Yeah. You're just not going above. That's exactly what you're not going above and beyond.
Right.
Sometimes to go above and beyond, you got to do fuck shit that I don't. Sometimes I don't really be with.
I agree.
Right. But I mean, if you're in college and you just working somewhere to make money, then yeah, fuck that shit. Yeah. Like, but if you older, you know what I'm saying, and you trying to advance, then
I have a different view of that. I have a different view of that because I think that's kind of just early in life. It's kind of part of your work ethic, and so like going in, giving jobs, giving places, your all kind of shows who you are as a person because you don't know yet.
I done seen you in a freezer at Target. You weren't giving it your all.
I didn't, but I was giving my because that.
So
was,
what are you talking about then?
That's because I was giving my all to something else to become something else.
Okay.
I wasn't giving it to Target, but I was giving it to something.
But sometimes don't it just take time to do that?
It does.
Like you said, sometimes the newer people don't get a all because they don't really know yet. Mm-hmm. Especially when you're young, like when you first come in. Because, you know, like when you first come in, you might, I ain't going to be a nigga. I'm finna go to the NFL nigga. I'm finna be a rapper.
I remember that.
So you,
remember
yeah,
that.
you know, you
some
nigga,
places, you
that
know,
nigga was sorry for his first 6 years. Goddamn.
Well, no.
Yeah. That nigga was sorry for his first 6 years, cuz that nigga taught me how to take off.
You also heard that's because I wanted to do something else.
Right.
That's what I said.
But whatever it was you wanted to do, you was sorry for the first 6 years.
So there's something else was getting my all, nigga. That was when PCE was getting my all.
That nigga turned into a goddamn super goddamn employee after that.
No. It was something like, I did. Because I realized that PCE wasn't it. And they weren't going to give me what the fuck I needed to go. Yeah. So I needed to focus on.
My mixtape to get the hook.
Fail.
Mixtape made that nigga work harder.
Stock failed me for work. It's stock for that. I had to go to work, huh? It's stock for that to go get a job.
That nigga ain't going to make it.
Nigga made me get a job.
This ain't the one here. I can this ain't the job.
Yeah, man. But if you're early in something, you know that's what you want to do. Give it y'all.
I think now with these new kids, man, they just, you know, if they're not passionate about it, they're not doing it. They don't care.
And that's staying
about
somewhere 20 years and retiring from that place. That shit is done.
Right.
Well, it's not done.
For these new kids.
But nowadays, at 20 years somewhere, you could be 40 and trying to find your next life, too.
I can understand that, though.
40, 45 and shit. It's time to find something.
I can't do a lot of shit outside of work. I can't do shit if I'm not passionate about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like if I don't have a passion for it, like I'm not like a money grab person. So if you come to me, man, you want to own this newspaper company, man, you can get a lot of money. Like shit, what is? Nah, nigga, I ain't into that. Right. Like that ain't really.
Right.
That actually happened. That actually happened to me this weekend. It was some shit. I had something to do. I went. I don't want to put it out there and say what it was, but I had some shit to do, and I went there, and it wasn't it. And I'll tell you what it was. You know, and it wasn't it. And I'm like, nah, I'm gone, man. This ain't it. And it's not, and I'm sending you a refund right now because this ain't it. So I'm sorry, and I don't mean to.
You gotta
be
have
that
some
way.
kind of a passion behind what you do. Because I know for me, if I got a passion in it, nigga, I go broke, I go crazy, I put it all in because of the passion.
And that's what I've been. I mean, with the young kids, the younger kids today, like they don't care. Like they're willing to bet all bets on them and deal with the consequences later. And that's a beautiful thing. Because, I mean, at a young age, you still can fall and still, kind of recover. Whereas someone that's older, it would,
Do you encourage that more now? Like, hey,
for the youngsters, hell yeah, I do.
Because fuck their job.
I told Warren, because, like, he left the house and went to Houston. I made me get the fuck out of Calera, Alabama.
Right.
Go,
Me and
go,
him talked about
go
that
do
shit.
whatever you got to go to Houston. Do whatever you got to do.
Every
That
time I
man-
picked him up from work.
Yeah, man.
That man will say fuck a job too. That man was
Yeah, that nigga hate the job. that nigga
Well,
warned. That nigga hated
He at that age.
Yeah, he
Right,
work,
that's
but he
what I'm
will work.
He shouldn't
Right.
be.
He work, but he
Not
gonna
saying
be
that he
like-
shouldn't be, but he at an age where probably he should be at school and not really necessarily worried
At a
about
job.
working right now.
Right.
Or if he is, working for himself or something, But
It ain't about the man at 20. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Can't be with them working for the man.
No.
Doing with the man at 20. Nah.
Then trying to figure it out.
But the only thing about that, somebody got to go back to work. I don't know where are these people. Somebody got to go back to work.
lot of-
Chick-fil-A even tried.
A lot of jobs available.
Everybody at work.
Just be careful showing them like how good you is all the time, cause just like you say, unintended.
Hold on.
consequences.
Just be careful showing them how good you are all the time.
Yeah,
Explain that.
because
Because
with jobs like if I show them how good I really am,
They gonna
now
make me
finna
this.
Throw everything.
They're gonna make me the fry man forever.
Now I'm doing everybody's job.
no, you
And
doing
not
fries,
just mine.
flipping burgers,
And
and
now
making a
you
milkshake
Yeah,
all at the
yeah.
same
like they're
time.
gonna take advantage.
Right.
Yeah,
So just that, it's
because managers do lean on their better
Best employee.
employees,
And you should.
But it
But
depends
that's
on.
not fair all the time.
But
It's not.
and-
but sometimes it can be depending on what you working
And I
how
told
you do it.
we had
'Cause
this
it can pay you off.
we had this conversation this week because sometimes, and I mean I guess the job is the job, so they reward how they reward whatever the structure is. But there are a lot of jobs that have these shortcomings or they have a lot of big problems, and it's because of how they're promoting their people. They're promoting
the dummies.
high-end technical people who don't have any personal skills or they can't really relate to employees
They don't know how to
or
talk
they're
to you,
not
can't
creative.
Right.
So they're not even creating, they're getting
ways.
in these jobs, but they're not coming to upper management with, hey, I think there's a better way to do this because they don't have any creativity.
They're just gonna follow the lead.
Whereas upper management, if you would probably go to them and say, hey, look, this is what I was thinking. I don't know who I could talk to. They might be like, that's a
that.
good
That's
a good
idea.
idea, right.
But nah, they just end up hiring these people who just know how to get shit out quick, get shit out fast,
Do the work.
or do the work.
Do the work.
And that's a good thing,
Right.
depending on what metrics you going
I
by.
need somebody to do the work better and newer and faster and more
Faster.
efficient.
and
Not just
I was listening to
and be able to share that with people.
Right.
to Malcolm Gladwell, and he was doing the thing. He was like, just because you're the best at, say, cell phones, you're the best at selling cell phones. That don't necessarily mean you're going to be a good manager because that's a different skill.
Right.
Might be a hell of a salesman though.
You need
Yeah.
people skill. You need people
gotta
skills and interpersonal skills to be a manager.
to lead people, you got to be well rounded.
But
But
I
be able to find everybody somewhere.
right.
And I noticed like a lot of times you will sometimes hire somebody or hire a boss from this place to do this job who don't even know this job, but you're gonna tell me how to do this job. Like, no, you need to hire somebody from within who has all of those skills. You got to know how to do the job. You got to know how to manage the job. You got to know how to teach people how to do the job. Like, it's not just.
And then people
you
ain't
know
gonna
what I'm saying?
respect you
You
if
got to
you
know how to
come
do all that
in,
shit. Like,
you know what I'm
hey, you
saying?
come from over here, nigga. You can't even do this case that I could do.
I get it.
Can't even figure this out that I can figure it out. But you can tell me how to that I need to do it. Nah, that ain't cool. That's
You a
why I would-
manager who-
But
so-
I would only manage shit, and I always said I would only manage shit I know how to do.
Let me ask you something. As a manager, what do you think the most important thing for your team to have?
Great customer service.
interview. Ain't it?
Great customer service. That's the number one thing I tell my people all the time. I don't give a fuck what you doing. You can give people wrong information, but if you're doing it in a nice way,
That's
I
all.
like that.
I can figure everything else out.
but if you're mean as fuck giving them good information, I don't like that.
Do you think
I just don't.
morale is a high thing?
It is, but for me, I never needed morale. Like, nigga, I ain't never had no good morale in the workplace. I never gave a fuck. That and maybe that's selfish of me because that's how I look at it. I didn't need somebody else to tell me that you need to be nice to them. I'm just gonna be nice to
I think
people.
good
I
morale
believe
gets
high
the job
morale,
done.
you get a whole lot
Yeah.
more production.
That's why you see like
does.
those CEOs who
It does.
right.
they cut
give
their
them
pay
incentives
and make sure
shit.
everybody in the building get 100,000.
Right.
Them niggas booming.
Niggas booming. Right.
But where I am, that's different because all I can I can't do that. So all I could do is be nice to you, and I'm always gonna do that.
But that's what I'm
So
saying.
that's
like,
my
That can create.
I know.
Yeah,
So
that can
that's
create
my
high
morale.
morale.
And that's what I say. Going back to customer service, like I choose you to be nice at all times. So of course I'm not gonna choose that and be mean to you. If I choose that, that's because I'm gonna be nice to you. I'm gonna be a people person to you. I'm gonna make sure you have a good understanding of what I need and what I want. Like there's not one person who can come to me and be like, he was a mean dickhead to me. Never. Because I ain't gonna do that.
Right. And
So-
I don't,
That's big
because I
on-
know who
that's
you are.
big on
You're not
me.
going to be like that. But there are other people that that are in a position like you. That
they don't
are
get it.
Complete
They,
dicks.
they don't
to
get
their-
it.
You know what I'm saying? To
and
their team.
those are the people who fuck up morale who don't get it.
Right. So
Just be remarkably human.
What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
Explain it to me.
No,
Be
no,
remarkable.
you don't have to. You don't have to. No, it's good. It's good. We're good.
Did y'all see?
But be nice to me. That's all.
Did y'all see the newlywed husband? He was on his honeymoon, but it got cut short after he got caught in the prostitution ring.
On his newlywed husband, what got caught short? His honeymoon.
Yeah, he was on his honeymoon. My man tried to tiptoe out the
Fuck
room
that with it.
at nighttime and tried to get the prostitute.
What it was it?
And got arrested.
Hang on, he
Man,
went
that's
to
a
get
different-
a two on the honeymoon.
That's a different kind of fetish.
Oh,
That's
Boy,
some,
on some
that's
different
some, that's some fetish
that's
for
some
you.
wild shit.
You on your honeymoon.
She sleep hard. Hell no, she don't sleep that hard. Nigga.
It just say Hillsborough County. I think that's Florida.
It sounds like some Florida shit.
He got caught up.
South
I
Carolina.
don't want to put it on Florida.
They arrested 176 men in a month-long investigation. He just so happened pulled up at the wrong time.
Sound like the guy
Oh, like the raid was going on.
Like
but
the New
And
England.
he went to go get some action.
Like the New England owner.
But see, that's when you gotta have money. We ain't heard no more about that shit.
Hell, that nigga settled that shit so quick. He got suspended for the offseason.
Got no penalty.
You can't go to no games in July.
Right. Nigga got
No
suspended.
workouts.
That's wild though. Ooh, that's some tough shit. Like,
Man, how you explain that?
are they still married?
It's crazy because when I was in Minnesota last week, it was a nigga at the bar having a drink, and we was all drinking.
He was
and
offering
chilling.
up to you?
No,
Yeah, why you didn't say nothing about your week?
I'm talking about
yeah.
offering up the chick
Like
to
the
you.
price.
Yeah, for the chick, not him
no,
to
nigga,
you.
shut the fuck up. The nigga was on his honeymoon, but he was at the bar drinking. So I'm saying, like, you can see how the nigga had free time if somebody was down there approaching, like, sometimes the hookers be at the bar.
Yeah,
So
that's
nigga
true.
probably, shit, what up? $40, and they get that $40. Shit.
That's why y'all wife let y'all go to the bar alone on your honeymoon.
If they out there
If
sleep.
they sleep, if you did what you supposed to do, they sleep.
Yeah.
You done messed the hair up, they sleep. And you still up. Shit, ain't no reason to being up in this beautiful resort. I'm finna go see the bar.
I don't remember. I was in Jamaica and I was up at all times of the night. I just remember that. I don't even know if she was
I make
there
her some
or
shit. Damn, I
not.
need some more goddamn time.
I need another burger.
Let me go down.
Everybody done been on. You done been on vacation and went and played the bar some before.
Talking about
haven't?
honeymoon. I mean, I ain't talking about vacation.
Same thing, shit. You still need your time.
But I know what you're trying to say though. Who I got it. You
That's
know,
a kind of a honeymoon is different.
nigga. They don't give a fuck, nigga. You wore that bitch.
Honeymoon, right? Just, you better lay there, nigga.
Let
Just
that
lay there.
arm. You gotta let the arm go blue.
Just let that. Just lay there, my boy.
You gotta lay there.
Just
You
do
like,
it.
damn, I know the bar jumping. You hear the
Right.
pool. You
No, nigga, in Jamaica, you can hear the music, nigga.
You hear
From
that
the
Drake
window.
playing.
Damn, I wanna go down there.
She all that bitch.
Right. You hear this music out here? I'm in Jamaica.
It's 9:30 p.m. She sleep. You go over that bitch.
All you can drink. Like,
Or you can drink, or you can eat,
man,
nigga.
I'm getting out of here.
You go get that drink of water to look out the window. Just to,
Damn, they having fun. Having fun.
I love being on
That's
the
what happened to
resort.
my bar, man. Cut him a little slack.
Not doing that though. Going to the bar
Yeah,
doing
that's
that.
wild.
Yeah, that's wild.
I'm talking
He
shit.
paid
I
the
know, I
40.
know.
He paid the 40.
But yeah, my bar was on some different shit. Nah, you can't pay the money.
Like I said, she let chick at the bar, yeah, $40. All right, $40.
She might have caught an attitude though.
Come on, man. You got to be more on the internet. You know $40 is a sign. Yeah, that's a little $40. That's a little fishy right there. Charge me 91. Crazy.
Y'all gonna get the popsicle glizzy?
No.
You had
What?
Glizzy yesterday, but what you explain?
Oscar Mayer. They want you to try the new popsicle hot dog.
It tastes like a hot dog? A popsicle?
Cold dog popsicle, Hooter.
No. Why would anybody want that?
That make me think of hot dog water. I don't want to drink that or taste
I
that.
don't want no cold hot
Y'all
dog.
seen the nigga this week who took the hot dog and made it a straw?
Yeah, that was weird. Everybody started trying it. Yeah, they had people like
He took the straw and pushed it through the middle of the hot dog.
And then-
at a baseball game, had his beer, stuck the dog in that bitch, and used it as his straw.
and it
But
was
why
a
not
trend.
just use
And
the straw?
they called it a glizzy straw.
And it was a trend because they had actually announcers who are announcing MLB games trying to glizzy straw. Pause.
I gotta stop saying glizzy.
That's what they called it. You said it on your story
definitely
yesterday.
said it.
No, I said no. It was saying that you got to stop saying that, man. That shit.
You
sound-
said it though.
I didn't say
Yeah,
it.
you was double glizzied up.
Yeah.
Double glizzy, baby.
Double glizzy.
He double glizzy.
One not enough. Another one.
One not enough. Okay.
Can't say it like that, Joe.
Right.
Goddamn,
One's
man.
not
I get sick. I get tired of those people though.
That is crazy.
Let the trend be the trend and shut up.
Well, they mad about a glizzy. Nigga, let the
You
niggas
call
have-
it the glizzy. They calling it a glizzy on purpose.
Yeah, eat your glizzy how you want to eat.
It's just fun.
I'm
Enjoy,
eating my glizzy.
enjoy your dog, my nigga.
Actually, another one.
Right, another one.
So that nigga,
Wow.
He double fisted over there.
Yes.
nigga hold his shit.
Underhand.
Open wide head there.
Double hand glizzy.
Spread it out. Nigga, so wild. Y'all niggas wild.
Y'all niggas so stupid.
So y'all ain't getting the glizzy popsicle, huh?
No, wrong with the
that's a no
popsicle.
for me.
The glizzy alone is good enough. I don't need the popsicle version.
Wet weenie water. Nigga.
Right.
But that nigga drunk that shit.
Hey, they
You drunk that shit.
some more dumbass shit. Y'all remember the game Blitz, NFL Blitz?
Fun.
They're bringing it back, but without the big hits and late hits.
Yeah.
So no
Because of
hit
the
stick play?
NFL.
Rules and concussions.
Nobody want to play it then.
Why the fuck would you want to play Blitz?
I don't.
Without the
I like slamming niggas on their
Good
neck.
tackle, man.
Wow, yeah,
Good
you
tackle.
can't do
Good
none of
form
the-
tackle.
None of the
Backwards.
late hits. So
Let me-
basically it's just
Let me get the backward slam in the stands.
I always hate. I know this finna sound crazy. I always hated.
They had a
that.
button for it too, where you could basically be aggressive too.
I always
aggressive.
hated that arcade. That shit, nigga slamming your head. Bitch, get off me, nigga. This ain't
I mean,
football.
it was just their version of NBA Jam.
He talking about real
So,
life.
so I'm saying, why would
He
they
talking-
change it?
he
They've
talking-
never been
Good.
they've never been identical to real football anyway.
Yeah.
So why would they change the rules? Nigga, they need to keep the late hits and the slam. That's what they've been doing.
That shit was
They need to
dumb
keep
as
Big Jew in the game. Big Jew gonna lay hit your ass every chance he gets. Big Jew, stop laying hit niggas,
fuck. He
cuz.
was so angry on the field.
Right, you was a
Personal
nice-
foul on 3rd and 5.
Nice
Like,
angry
nigga.
guy. Nice angry guy.
Morgues across the country are reporting that they're getting jam-packed related. We talked earlier about fentanyl.
From the dope.
They said fentanyl-related deaths have reached record highs. From 2021 through January 2022, 67% of all drug overdoses were related to fentanyl.
That's why that Jay-Z
That's
bar
not
could
out.
be an issue, right?
Yeah. That's not an overdose. That's a
It's a poisoning.
poisoning. Yeah.
Yeah, they said it right here. Overdoses and drug poisonings.
But it's the same though. It's still it's an overdose. Unfortunately.
No, it's not. Because
well,
you don't know what you're taking.
well, sometimes, yeah, but
Sometimes that shit, a lot of
I
times,
agree.
these death is laced.
Right. Yeah, it's
I get
laced.
it exactly. So then that's kind of technically what an overdose is. Like sometimes you done took a drug that you don't fully know what the drug is, and you overdose.
I look
on
at
that.
overdoses
No.
like,
It's like-
I know what I'm
know
taking.
what you're
I
taking,
take
but
too
you
much.
take too much.
Like I'm
I
taking
call-
pills, but I take too many.
I call that suicide. By you overdose, but it's,
Well,
that's
well,
more
you gotta
suicide.
die in suicide. But
But because you took too much drugs.
you ever got drunk and
Yeah.
threw up?
yeah,
Yeah, because you drunk too much.
yeah.
but you knew what you were drinking.
Yeah.
Right.
So now you
So you
know
wasn't trying to commit suicide. You just
So now you know to drink
what if
less.
that what if sickness could have killed you?
Then what you mean? Hold on. So explain it.
So you weren't really like suicide. Suicide, nigga. You're trying to
trying
do
to
this.
No.
kill yourself.
Stop. That's what I said. You said you called this that, and I said I called that suicide because you said you called overdosing, taking too much drugs on purpose, and I said I called that suicide. Is what I said.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I don't know who. But
Like taking too much drugs on purpose is suicide. It's not
But
necessary.
if
It's
fentanyl
by
is in your
overdose.
drugs
then
and
it's
you
overdose.
don't know,
It's overdose.
That's poison.
No, you're being
It's
poisoned.
a mistakenly overdose. It's still
You know,
overdose.
it's
No,
a poisoning because it
it's a
shouldn't be in your
poisoning.
drugs.
It should be in your
Period.
drug that you're taking.
It's like if you go get some
You
weed,
go
I
get
went to
some
go buy
weed
some
and you smoke
weed,
some shit
and if it got fentanyl in,
fentanyl
I
in
didn't
it.
overdose.
Yeah, you
You put
didn't-
Right.
poison in my
I
shit.
get it, but you died from an overdose of weed that had fentanyl in it.
Okay, Hootie.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, Hootie. So if your Woodford has rat poisoning in it, you overdose if you die?
That's different.
It's the same fucking thing.
It's not.
That nigga sound like the girl. Then that's different.
That's
It is
different.
different because it ain't the same thing. It's not.
Hey man,
Man,
I don't think it's the same thing.
You know,
bro.
I ain't even gonna.
You
I ain't
know-
even gonna waste my. You really don't see the same?
Rat poison, you died from being poisoned. That's what I'm saying. Like
fentanyl
fentanyl,
is a poison.
It's
it's an actual drug.
Yes, but it's not supposed to be in your weed.
It's in your everything. It's a drug. It's a prescription.
It's not
drug.
supposed to be in your weed.
I get it. I feel
It's
you.
not supposed
I
to
get
be
it.
in your cocaine.
I think, but the rat poison, you can't see why I see that the rat poison is different from that. That's
No.
actual poison. That's not illegal. That's not in nothing legal. Rat poison is in nothing
Well,
legal
listen,
that you take.
they call it.
Fentanyl is
They
in a
call
lot of
it
legal
poison
stuff.
in here.
And I agree
These
with
the
you.
experts.
Okay. I feel you.
I think that nigga just.
You
kicked
heard
his
what
nigga
the
was
man
like,
said,
no, I said
motherfucker.
what I said.
I'm gonna do my Hootie shit on this one. I'm gonna do my
Hootie.
Hootie shit on this one. All right, I see what you.
Dez, you
heard-
shaking your head. What you thinking?
That shit is definitely poison.
It's fine.
Everybody but Hootie believes
The
that.
issue is they putting it in niggas' weed and niggas don't even know it's in
That's the thing. I never said it's not poisoning. What I'm saying is it's still an overdose. Yes, I get it's poison, but it's still considered an overdose. I'm sorry.
But you said it was suicide, huh?
No, that was something totally different. Todd.
I can't. I don't know what.
No,
that-
no,
I don't know.
he
I can't figure it out.
What I said, I call suicide is stock saying you purposely take too much drugs. That suicide is what. That's the only thing I said was suicide.
But
You
I
see,
think
if I purposely take 800 fucking Advil or Tylenol, that's suicide.
all right, but
No,
I think he
that's
was
what
saying. But I think he said that we
That's an
all
overdose.
said that if somebody put it in your
And
shit
you trying to
and
commit
you don't
suicide.
know it and you die from it, you said that's
No.
suicide
I just told you. No.
Listen, the
stop.
reason why I'm saying it's not suicide, like, I got a high tolerance for alcohol. I could take 8 shots. He can't take 8 shots. He may only could take 1. But let's just say he try to take 5 and he gets sick and die.
Yeah.
He's not a suicide.
And I agree
He
with that.
overdosed on him, whatever he took.
I agree with that. And
He
I
took
said,
too much.
And I said that if you purposely took too much, I didn't blur
You
the
said
lines.
if you purposely took too much, it's
Yes,
suicide.
purposely took too much, it's suicide. Like I just sitting here and said, if I took 80 Advil on purpose of drugs, it's suicide.
Yeah, but
Well,
that's
what
what I'm
if
saying.
when you
took
took
your
all the
same-
alcohol, you didn't purposely try to get sick. But you got sick as a result of it.
But I was only responding to you because you said if you take too much of this, it's overdosing. And I said it's
Okay.
also suicide.
What if you take 2 Tylenols and it has fentanyl in it instead of Tylenols and you die?
You were
overdosed.
poisoned.
You overdosed.
You overdosed. But it was you overdosed. You overdosed, but you were poisoned. You see what I'm saying? It's still an overdose.
That fool had to catch himself.
No, I
You
didn't.
was poisoned. No, you overdosed.
No, I didn't. I can say them both. And that's what
Okay.
I've been saying the whole time.
It's on audio.
I know what it is. I said it was
shit.
both. Yes, nigga, it's an overdose.
Oh.
And it's
Okay,
poison.
let's
But suicide is different. Is what I'm saying.
DJ Khaled.
Hey,
God
Todd,
did.
Suicide more purpose.
Todd, I think this is a perfect time for you to bring up.
No.
I think it's the first time you bring
okay. Well, we here, huh, Joe?
Yeah, I think it's perfect.
Comedian Ari Spears. He's under fire right now.
I know why I can't get right like this.
He speaks on contradictory and hypocrisy of women who lie to other.
Hypocrisy.
All right, motherfucking what do you call it?
Not
Biopic.
Hypocrisy.
Well, all right, whatever. Hootie. But he pretty much going after women for saying that they're lying to other women and calling it uplifting and empowerment when you tell a big girl per se, in his words, not mine, that she looks good.
And he was specifically talking about Lizzo.
Lizzo, yeah. They've been tearing his ass up, pause behind that. And I know my boy here, he
As they should, shouldn't it?
You think he right or wrong?
I'm not a Air Spears person. I think he ain't shit, but
damn.
Is he wrong?
he ain't wrong.
So big women can't look good?
Yes, they can. Lizzo doesn't, but yes, big women can look good.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, what did he say? Let me understand the article.
Read it again.
basically, he speaks on
But he
contradiction.
says who lies to other women, call it uplifting,
Right,
and
who calls
empowerment.
it right? So if he's basically saying if another woman
How
tells
does he
a
know
big
they not?
woman that she looks good in her attire, i.e., of course he speaks of Lizzo in here. You know how Lizzo has her lingerie on, or she may wear a thong. Other women say she looks good. He's basically saying
They lying.
They're lying to Lizzo.
So he can't control that.
and
There's some fine big women.
It is. And that's what Ken Garrett just said, because he didn't think Lizzo did, but some women think Lizzo does. So it's not, so he wrong.
No, they don't.
I don't believe it. You don't control what all big pretty women look like. It's not, you don't determine that.
No, I'm not saying that. What did I ever say that?
So then that's why you can't say he's wrong.
What looks good?
Because there are some people who think Lizzo looks good. You might not, but
I
some
keep
people
telling
do.
niggas, man.
I never seen one. I never heard of one.
What turned
You never heard of one or what?
What turned
Somebody
you,
thinking Lizzo look good.
I disagree
What
with
they
that.
said, beauty is
I
in
said
the
I.
eye of the beholder.
right? And
That's
what
a lie.
turns you on may tickle me to death, man. Somebody might love Lizzo.
Lizzo have a boyfriend.
I bet she do.
But
I'd
so-
be a boyfriend too.
So then, no, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would. You know how much money she got?
You not about to be her boyfriend.
Shit.
It ain't your choice.
Shit.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't your choice. Yeah, it ain't your choice. That's what I'm saying. It ain't your choice. You not about to be.
Lizzo gonna turn him down?
Get out of here,
Hell
nigga.
yeah.
I heard your words. Get the fuck out of here,
Even
nigga.
when I did.
But more than, just social media killing him, and, we, of course, kill him. I mean, bro, like, I don't know. Like,
I think
is it weird?
I think when you do it in the asshole way, you gonna get backlash. But if he just like,
I
if
think
he
telling
dressed
some
it,
truth here though.
nah,
man.
if he dressed it up like, hey, Lizzo may be attractive to some people, but to me, she is not.
Bro, okay.
So like, he's just simply saying that there's no one in the world who thinks Lizzo is attractive. That's absolutely wrong.
bro,
That's
we
wrong.
we
That's
literally
wrong.
just said at the top of this show how out of shape and shit we were.
We are.
So if somebody
I'm
said,
stunningly handsome.
I,
nigga.
I,
What's wrong with you?
and I
still think I'm
told y'all
attractive.
niggas last
I still
week,
think I'm
shit,
attractive, goddamn.
I speak very fluent. Look amazing ease. I keep telling y'all that shit.
That's Chinese
However,
cousin.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to be handsome to speak that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't got that privilege. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, what if our significant others or anybody else? Of course, we don't give a fuck. But but the person that's closer to us say it. You know, what
Say
I'm saying?
that we not attractive.
Or
It's a lie because you've been with me. You've been with me my whole life.
you can't unfuck me. I get it, but I'm saying at the same time.
But
like,
if they tell me you're no longer attractive, then I would say, why you say that? And then if they be like, hey, you gained 20 pounds and they ain't what I wanted, but I get on the scale and I gain 20 pounds, then I gain 20 pounds. I'm like, stop being so sensitive.
so
like,
do we tell him that same shit? I mean,
I
do we
still don't know what the fuck. I still think he's wrong because I think that he feels like everybody thinks Lizzo is unattractive, which is wrong.
Right. I love Jill Scott. She ain't.
No,
She just got
Lizzo.
fine as fuck.
I'm talking about Lizzo. Don't go to Jill.
Well, I mean, I don't find nothing wrong with Lizzo.
But
She
no,
just-
I mean,
plus
my
size
thing is, fool, and it ain't like a bash on like big women or anything like that. We can name number.
Oh, it don't have to be Lizzo. I'm sorry. It don't have to.
It could be many big women that are attractive and fine as fuck. I'm just talking about Lizzo.
Well, he's wrong because he's talking about big women and them. He used Lizzo as an example.
That nigga does.
But
I
he's,
to say women.
he's talking about big women and women
says
lying
women.
to women
Yeah.
saying that they're attractive when they're not
Nah.
because they're not attracted to him, which is wrong.
Because a lot of them are attractive.
But we get on here all the time.
And like, you can be skinny and ugly as hell.
I'm pretty sure he knows a big woman he thinks is attractive. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or if if he thinks that all big women are unattractive, that's his
He a
prerogative.
weirdo.
The reason why, because he's a big female. But whatever.
He might not like one of him. He might not like
Like,
him.
nigga don't like himself. That's what that is. That nigga don't like himself. If he don't like all big women, then it's just him, man.
Kind of like dark skinned niggas that
I don't like
date,
light skins.
that will only date like a light skin.
And sometimes it's your preference. But
Yeah.
Aries Spears, you do look like a big female. And I am a fan of your comedy. I am. I like it. Like from Comic View days. He was funny to me.
He was
But
he was okay at Comic View, but he been trash for a long time.
he's a big female nowadays, so he can't talk about all big females. That's all I'm saying.
But since he is one, can he talk about him?
No, because he don't like them. That means he don't like himself.
Yeah, self-hating ass nigga.
Yeah, that's all that is.
yeah, I stepped away from
I just thought the contradiction part was funny coming off the last topic.
Yeah, see how I didn't contradict myself right there?
Yeah,
You
but
could
you
think-
damn sure did.
I don't think I did.
About 12 minutes
I
ago.
think because
DJ Khaled
another.
dropped God Did.
God
I don't know
did.
his 19th album. I don't know.
Who did?
13, actually.
It's 13th.
Yeah.
I knew it was something up there. Y'all had a chance to listen to it, and if so, what was y'all thoughts? I know what the masses was saying, but
What they said?
well,
What they?
they only was
That's
talking
the-
about the
is
Jay
that-
Z,
who
the
is
Jay Z,
they? The they?
Jay-Z,
Who is
yeah.
they?
the Jay Z,
Khaled-
Rick
Khaled
Ross
was the one
shit,
who
and
created
Weezy.
they.
Yeah, they
Khaled
don't
cre-
want us.
Khaled created they, so let's start with they.
They didn't believe in us.
What have you been seeing they say?
I was they before I heard it.
The people.
What they saying though?
They didn't believe in us.
They ain't believe
I'm
it.
talking about this album. What they saying about this album?
I saw a lot of people say they ain't like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's it's an album.
Any reason why? I like it. I
It's
like
just
it. I
it's
like
Young DJ said that.
What he say?
He said
He did it again.
He did it again.
Got,
Got
the best
got
talent.
the best talent or the best rappers or something in the country, and he still put out a bullshit album.
it. So this song. Okay, we're gonna highlight it. Fuck it, we there. Highlight it. The song right here. Is this one of the best Khaled songs that's there? Like from the aspect of context, not
What
just
song?
popular. God did with Hove, Jay-Z, and Ross. God did with the long Hove verse, the great Weezy verse, the real good Ross verse that loses because of those other two verses. But that song alone does that not make this album a little bit different from those other albums, the last 3 albums since Grateful, in my opinion, that I thought was shit.
I like
Or
that.
not shit, but
I thought it was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Like it's some good songs. I don't know the replay value of it, but I kind of enjoy it. The songs that I like, I enjoy.
That guy there made the album. Like this is gonna be like a moment in hip hop. Like it's gonna be one of those songs.
Why you say that?
Because Jay-Z rapped for 8 minutes.
Yeah, because the best rapper alive rapped for 8 minutes and was amazing. Yeah, so we should just
Get that nigga
overlook
can't
that.
get right. Get
Man,
that.
that nigga so weird. Like, all right, bro. You don't like the nigga. Cool. Let the rest of the world have our conversation.
Man, my nigga, you speaking for me. What was your question?
What makes this song a time in history or
Because
whatever you put it
Jay-Z
as?
rapped for 8 minutes, nigga. That's a feat. Nigga, that's live as fuck. I didn't say nothing negative. You twisted it.
It was a way. It
Because
sounded
Jay-Z
very
rapped for
negative.
8 minutes.
You heard that
Yeah,
nigga?
it
Sounded
did.
condescending.
No, you just think you ready for what you think I'm finna
Go
say,
ahead.
and you don't. Nigga.
Go ahead and say what you think he was saying.
Shit.
No, because
No, don't say what you think I'm saying.
If he gonna
say what I'm
he
saying,
already did.
I already did.
But
yeah.
so that's why you
'Cause
should.
you
but
already
he-
said it.
But he's
fully-
wrong as usual.
No, because you said
Because
40 bars was just bars.
That's what I was trying to get you to say.
Yeah, and you said that. So don't come here like, oh no, I thought it was good. No,
So
you
you
already
can
said
now
it.
he can explain himself or
Yeah,
if he
you've
changes
already
this.
said that you thought it was just okay.
But did I say that here? I loved it. It was amazing. Best verse I ever heard.
I'm not gonna let you do that either.
Yeah, nigga.
But,
So be stupid. Nah, but for real, like to be honest with you, like I think he said some dope ass shit. But it was like people saying the best verse ever and in history and all of that shit. I think they over exaggerated. They make it too much. He went hard. He did big boy talk, but the verse was live because he went for 8 minutes and he rapped for 8 minutes. If Ross rapped for 8 minutes or Wayne would have did that for 8 minutes.
like I said in the group, like it was hard to judge it against Wayne and Ross because it was like I think 4 minutes.
So what do you think about
Saying it
some
just
people?
like I did.
Some people are saying that Wayne rapped a whole lot better just in the shorter time frame. I saw that a lot too.
Oh, this was Wayne's best verse since he got out of jail. Undeniably.
So his verse is better than Jay-Z verse?
For 16 bars, yes.
Okay.
If it was 16, do you know how?
Yeah.
how
For
many
have
it was?
It was
a
16.
regular verse. It was a regular verse. You know, it wasn't extended like Jay-Z shit. So
Yeah, for 16 bars, yeah.
So what did Mustaki say wrong?
you gotta ask.
Man, come on now, let's not do that.
I'm saying, but what did I say wrong?
Tell a nigga.
You literally just said
This nigga been
that's-
saying for 192 episodes how he don't like Jay-Z.
But we're talking
now-
about this verse, are we not?
Okay, how did you like the verse, Wasaki?
I already did. You didn't hear it.
You said it was
What
good.
podcast you was on?
Was it exceptional?
The pivot.
It was dope as fuck. That nigga talked that big boy talk like I just said prior to. It just was really long.
Okay.
That's it.
Halfly. Tell him we say halfly,
Yeah.
right?
40 bars was good.
The other 40.
was
The other 40.
Yeah,
and I
not
saw
40.
Khaled post that too. It's a lot of bars, like 80 something, 80?
It was a count. Yeah, I think he posted. It was 80.
It was 80 something.
Well, 80 some bars. And I think that Khaled shortchanged himself because I think it was like 5 bars he could have counted, but he just made it a continuation of one of the other bars. So I think it was pretty cool, man. I liked it, man. It was different. It was real different. It was, to me, one of Jay-Z's best verses. I'm sorry. It was. And I get that. Yes, it's recency bias, but I don't give a fuck. I'm in the recent. I live in the recent. I live in the time. So for now, Jay-Z's best verse is that to me. I don't care if you don't like it.
I have
As
no
well as,
problem with that.
I ain't gonna say Wayne, but Wayne had a hell of a verse. But I've heard a lot of better Wayne verses. But Ross is consistently what Ross is and what Ross was.
I like Ross. I
And
felt like
I
he
like
held
it
his
too.
own on that.
I like it too. So, you know.
It was no losers on this. Like, them boys all came.
Yeah, they
And
did.
I'm pretty sure, like somebody was saying, I'm pretty sure Jay-Z went last. Not last on
Do you think that he heard their verses? Or do you think that Khaled came to him because he's been Jehovah for a while, which is God did? And maybe Khaled just came to him like, man, I want you to go crazy. I want you to go for minutes and minutes and minutes.
I
And
think-
he just
I don't
asked-
think-
I
don't
think
think he
Jay-Z
would- I think
sent
he
him
just-
what he sent him. And niggas from Jay-Z, and you gonna
You gonna
take
put
it.
every piece of that shit on.
Because what part you can't cut it.
I think Jay-Z
You can't
got
make
it
that a
first.
16.
Huh?
I think Jay-Z did it first, and then he called it God did. And that's why the nigga been screaming God did a whole year before the album came out.
I don't know he did that, but I do think that, you know what I'm saying?
Shut that away real quick.
No. I'm not saying it like that.
You did, so I don't care if you meant to, but you did.
Don't let them trick you, Dave.
No, I'm just talking about you. I'm talking to you. You got that shit out of here.
No,
That ain't what it was. Not at all, nigga.
I'm just saying, like my man said, it's a Jay-Z verse.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever Jay-Z send you, you're gonna submit that, and that's gonna be on the album, regardless if Wayne put a verse on it or Ross put a verse on it. It's Jay-Z. How are you not gonna put it on your own? Like if it was an Andre 3K verse, you're gonna put that shit on there because it's rare.
I think it happened because Khaled fed him that shit. Like, hey, nigga, I need this. You could just hear it in the way that Khaled talks to everybody. Just listen to this track. He came to Jay-Z like, hey, Jay, I need this. I need it to be 9 minutes long.
With
With the whistle voice.
Because
But also,
I think he was
I
just in
think-
that creative space. Because if you watch that interview when he did with Kevin Hart, he was like, man, he don't do it because he don't feel it. I think he got the beat from Khaled and was just like,
So
I gotta do this.
So let's get
I
to the
think
actual
that's
verse. Do you think that Jay-Z did that just because he needed to express to these niggas who he was?
Yes and no, but also I think he heard that he
just had some shit to say.
his verses
Expressing
on
to these niggas
his
who he
verses
was.
on the last couple of Khaled albums been subpar.
Kelly, who? R. Kelly?
Khaled, I said Khaled. It's been subpar, and I think he kind of heard the whispers of that. And was like, all right, I'm gonna show you niggas, and he kind of said that.
Not with him and Nas. That was a dope ass song.
that was the last song. Him and Nas.
that was his last Khaled.
So-
I just think he got caught in the
just
moment.
Top Off was trash.
I think so.
I just think the beat was live to him.
Right.
The song, the concept was live, and he did what he did on it.
I think he had some shit to say because you know what he did? He went on that song and he said some shit to a lot of niggas, to the Breezes, to the Meek Mills, to the Rihannas, to the random niggas who the rappers who think that they're the goats, nigga. Y'all, what he called y'all niggas? What he called?
Asses or something.
No, donkeys. Y'all niggas donkeys.
Donkeys, yeah.
He called them niggas donkeys. So I think he had something to say. He said that shit, and I liked all of it.
Yeah, but
Say
if you
shit.
take that song off the album, what do you think? About
Still
the
a decent album. Still a decent album.
No.
I think so.
album? Shit,
I think so.
I like very expressive right there.
The 21 Savage.
I like the 21 Savage solo as well as the 21 Savage feature song.
Yep.
I like
that.
Jadakiss. You got to listen for a while.
You gotta listen. I like
You know
that.
what
I
I'm
like,
saying?
I like the
play
whole
a lot
setup.
of the verses shit first, but then he starts rapping.
Right.
That shit was good. The rest of
Also-
that shit from like 8, well, like from like 4 or 5 to like Jadakiss, that shit was.
Nope. I like the way that Drake starts the album. First off, it's like a quick poetry. It's like a quick synopsis of what this album is gonna
Yeah.
be, and it's poetic. So I like that. I like the Dirt song.
Yep.
I like that. I like the Lil Baby and Drake, even though it was a single. I like the Lil Baby and Drake
Future?
song. I like the Future song alone, and as well as the Future song with Scissors. Future, come on, you're hating. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, and that was within the first 8.
Yeah,
And I like when he went to the Nardo Wicks and the Kodaks. I'm glad that people can still say shit that they want to say because Kodak say what the fuck he wanted to say, and I thought he would get backlash, and I didn't care if he did. I still was gonna like what he said.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if I heard that one yet. I'm gonna have to
see,
listen
so
to
you
it.
can't tell me about 8 After if you listen to 8 After, man.
I skipped through it. But no. But I'm not saying it's bad because I listen.
talk, man.
I listen and
Fucking yourself up, bro.
I'm saying it's not the same album without this. Everybody's
not.
only talking about one song. That's all I'm saying.
Well, Todd's question was, what is your thought of this album without that song?
It ain't
And
the
that-
same.
I agreed to
It's
that, but
nowhere
I
near
also,
the same.
I also told you what is good was good, but you immediately went to what is that? That's what you went to, goddamn.
Without
Right.
without God did, like it's just another
Yes, it's
Khaled
different.
album.
It's different because that's a different song. It's Song of the Year.
It's just an album.
It's Song of the Year. So of course, if you remove Song of the Years from a lot of albums, it moves things. But I think
definitely Song of
I
the
think
Year.
like what we was talking about earlier when we first started. If this album has 4 hit songs, it's a great album.
It's a great album. Well, good.
And I
album
think
for
that
today's
this song,
standards.
I think this album has 4 great songs. That's gonna do it. Now you could call it classic or not. I don't give a fuck about that. But I think it's gonna have 4 successful songs, which makes this album a good album.
Well, of course, it's gonna have.
I think 4. I think
Four
4.
features.
Well, no, you got 4.
Yeah,
yeah,
and
yeah,
that's what
yeah,
and
that's all
that's
good.
how we initially started. So that's all
Yeah.
I'm initially going
You
back
got
to.
4.
again, I just think it's it's just an okay album. As we always say, replay value with it. I don't think I'm gonna give it too much replay.
I've
I
only
just like a lot of filler on it for real.
Have you played anything else since it came out?
JID.
Gotcha.
Why?
I only played
because that's
Caliber.
one
Why?
song. I can't listen to that one song over and over again.
No,
I don't
not the
really
song,
too much
the album. The
I know
album.
what you're saying. I
Okay.
know what you're saying. But the only song that I could really feel like replay value is God did.
Gotcha.
That's why I say I can't go back and listen to that all the time. The other shit to me is filler.
What about SZA and Future?
It didn't grab me like that. Although that's a it's a
I
pretty good
I
lineup.
think you need to
but
listen to. What about the 21 Savage alone? That man spit some shit, fool.
he talked this shit on there.
I'm not arguing with your opinion of what you. I think but for me, it's a lot of replay value because it's all I listen to. And as I listened, I found at least 6 or 7 songs that's good songs, like especially 21 spitting his shit by himself.
6 or 7 is a reach hoop.
It's not for me. I just named 6 or 7. I told you the 6 or 7 I named.
I'm looking at it from a standpoint of this album itself is really commercial.
That's Khaled.
That's
Right.
Khaled,
So
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like that's like because you're gonna hear it over and over again. So that's why it's not a whole lot. You're gonna hear it.
You know why you gonna hear it over and over?
Because it's on the radio.
No,
it's commercial shit.
Because
So-
God did.
Who did?
Cause you niggas gonna play it.
Who did?
Like I said, you asked me about another album JID dropped. It's called The Forever Story. Joe, I'm just gonna ask.
That's why I was like, when Hoot asked you that question,
Why did I listen to it?
yeah, and you said I listened to JID.
Well, I didn't ask that. He did, not followed up. But my question was really like, did you listen to anything? Because I didn't know anything else came
Yeah,
out.
JID
That's
dropped.
what.
And you shouldn't.
The Forever Story. Dope album.
Pretty dope.
Pretty dope ass album.
Check it out.
You and him,
He's a
and his
rapper.
mom, probably the only people that listen.
And J. Cole
J.
and
Cole.
Rock Nation.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
That's a reason.
everybody from that camp is just
Not for
They
you.
Ari Lennox ain't good.
they have the ability.
You sound like
Man,
every.
when the last time she put out
You
an
sound like
album?
Ari Spears right now.
Her album is about to come out. Joe.
Oh well, I can't wait.
But he said the last time. He asked you a
And
question.
then with like
He asked you a question. You
2
ain't
years
answer.
ago.
3.
Shea Butter Baby was on that.
Shea, but that was
that's
some
been
shit
a
though.
minute.
That was some shit.
That was
That's
some
like
shit.
2 years ago.
That's normal for R&B.
Right.
3 years maybe.
Well, let me say this: the rappers coming out of there, I'm not really listening to.
JID need to be one you put on, man.
I've heard him; he can rap very well.
Jid.
Jid, yeah.
You like Jet?
I like him.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to the album, but he's a person that if I knew he had an album come out,
You would
I would
listen.
listen because I listened to Khaled so much. I was looking for something else to
Right,
listen
I
to.
get you.
He be
So
rapping.
I would listen to him.
Listen to that shit.
Pause. Him.
Him too.
This week we saw Offset get into it with
The label,
taking a little back and forth with the label QC. He saw something he said with P. Basically, Offset tweeted that niggas act like I'm the problem. I paid millions to get my rights back. Nigga, you blackballed me. I ain't said shit one time, homie. I ain't spoke to you in 2 years, and now I drop and you want your name and my credit.
What'd he drop?
You dropped a single.
Whatever
Got an
single-
album
The single him and Moneybag.
coming. Moneybag, right?
Is he officially? We can get better. Is he officially out of the Migos? Because
looks
you
like
saw
it.
that he
Looks like
the Migos was
And-
the Migos was on
Hey,
camera. Without
nephew
him.
nephew and whatchamacallit looking all
Uncle
right.
Few.
Yeah,
Uncle Few.
yeah, Uncle and
Uncle
yeah.
Few looking all right.
Look at him, old man, Uncle and
The uncle.
Uncle Few. But they was on Khaled album without him. And he dropped some shit recently with Moneybag Yo. So is it official? You think that he's out of there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The song, because
The
that's
writing
what
on the wall.
the lawsuit was over. The song originally, I think,
That sucks.
said QC and / Motown, but now it just says Motown.
No QC.
No.
And basically QC is still saying you signed the QC nigga.
Well,
I don't think they are.
They are.
What he said,
Oh,
what
they are.
Offset said was, "I am for Migos." But
Oh.
my solo career, niggas
his
act
own.
like I'm the problem. I paid millions to get my rights back for his own solo
Same,
career.
right.
So he's saying that he paid. That's what the lawsuit about.
So is Quavo when Quavo drops a single album, is he still with QC with that single
It
album?
depends on who
It's
who
on-
they
right.
who they
Right. So
negotiate
if-
with.
if
But
he-
Offset saying that I
not.
negotiated mine with Motown.
So you can get mad at me.
That's what he's saying.
You
But
shouldn't be able to.
P saying something different. The lawsuit filed was publicly and dismissed quietly. Let's see how this one goes. Been too real for all this lame shit. Everyone know the real problem. So
So what does the lawsuit say? Is what I need to know.
But
That's
I
what we
think
gonna
for
find
him
out.
to get out.
Right.
By himself.
But I thought the lawsuit has already been figured. If I file my rights to do this myself, which which one is it? Not
I
Takeoff.
want to say the lawsuit has already been
right. So what is
settled.
that lawsuit? So what does that say that he?
I
has
think
the
he
right
free
to have his own
by himself as a
right.
solo
So
artist.
then QC, you wrong. If that's the case, but if it's not, then
I
you're
think
not.
it still remain to be seen yet.
Yeah. So I don't. So I'm just saying, if it was spoken on,
Because if they're
depends
suing
on what the
again, it's
lawsuit
something different.
What do you think he meant by when he said he know what the problem is?
I'll say what's like because QC said that. Then I mean,
Yeah.
what's his name? Yeah,
He said that, but who do you think
was
he-
saying?
who-
I'll
what-
say what's the
I think,
problem.
I think
you
the
know-
problem. I think the problem is simply that he wants to do his solo thing alone, and that fucks with the family, unfortunately. And it shouldn't, but it does. But if like if a nigga in here,
Man,
it
behind
depends
the
on how you
scene,
look at it. Like
you know,
it should be
because
some
Carter
shit.
fell out with him
Right.
a long time
Right,
ago.
I was just about to say,
So
you think
like
it's some Carter
everybody
shit?
know the real problem.
Gotta
Like
be
it's
my
probably
wife.
some shit that we not privy
Oh,
to.
he could have been talking about Cardi because Cardi came out and said some shit too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. Like it's a whole family. Like, and when you think about it, when I even thought about that much food, like, hey, Quavo and Takeoff is on Khaled album, but Cardi not.
And you always hear,
Like,
it's
real
always
shit.
behind the scenes shit because you know, like everybody know the real problem. It might have been a lawyer or somebody getting in Offset ill to do this, or they doing like, you know what I'm saying? So we don't know, but we'll find out. But it's an unfortunate story of something we've always seen time and time again.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Said I ain't listened to your solo album.
I will.
I will.
I like it. I like him.
I think them niggas just Amigo. Like some people just better as a group, man.
Not really, because Quavo has had a single album.
Everybody had their own
Everybody had their
solo.
own album.
Yeah, and one of
the
them
craziest,
great.
craziest kept Quavo's. I mean, Takeoff's was the best to me.
Yeah.
Which
the,
is-
the
was,
one
and I
that
wouldn't
you
have
really
thought
right. That
You know,
nigga
and
got
I didn't
spit it.
expect. I expected his to be the worst.
Right. Nigga, you rarely hear from. Got the better album out of this.
So
thing.
you know,
So we'll
I
see.
wouldn't mind
We'll
it,
see
but-
how it pan out. It's just again unfortunate because the Migos started, whether you embrace it or not, they started a trend and nobody sounded like them at that time. They made their own
did.
wave and their own little
Now you hear him a lot.
yeah. But even when they finally rap, like when that when Offset and not Offset, but Quavo and Takeoff did that song, like
I'm confused.
it's still just nigga when you hear that nobody sound like
And
that.
that made me say, I don't mind to have a project like that, an unconfused project.
Yeah, that'd be
Not
dope.
just the
Yeah,
song was
yeah,
dope.
because I don't think.
Oh,
they
it's
can call
coming
it
now,
the
shit, at
Amigo.
this point.
Yeah, it got to. He about to find. I'm sorry. Is there a loser in the situation? Is
At this
Quavo
point, no,
Takeoff?
because
Is Offset the loser in
I
the
won't-
situation?
Well, fans.
I won't say that because they had right. Because for them, they've had what? Fuck, 8, 9, 10-year run.
a good, probably
they
10
had-
years.
Trapping
They
out
made
the
a lot of
bando,
money,
when
right.
trapping out
Trapping out
a
the
house with the boards on. Them niggas changed the culture. Versace.
They advanced
They
now.
did everything that they were supposed to do. I don't think it's no losers in this. It's unfortunate for fans. You know what I'm saying? But for them, they'll be fine.
so ultimately, is it okay?
No, because I seriously doubt we
Nigga, that
ever.
was 2013. Young Rich Nigga came out.
I seriously doubt we ever get Amigos album.
That's almost
That's
10
okay.
years.
But is that okay?
That's okay.
I'm cool
The
with that.
last one wasn't the best, but
We ain't had no Hot Boys album in a long time. Wayne's still alive.
I just saw some shit today from a New Orleans post. Somebody was like Cess 45 and Hot Boy Turk having a video shoot in New Orleans right now, this week or this weekend or some shit. So I'm like, ooh.
Who you said sick?
Hot Boy Cess 45, but mainly Hot Boy Turk is who you would.
Yeah.
But Cess 45 dope in New Orleans too.
Okay.
Football. Todd brought it up. College football kicked off yesterday, man.
Yes, so
It was some dope games to see, man. Nebraska, Northwestern had a game where Nebraska did everything to get that bitch away.
yeah.
But college
succeeded.
football is back, baby.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Who do you guys
Guess
pick?
who's back?
Nah, I ain't got no pick.
Guess who's back?
6 months ago, who gonna win that championship?
Hey, I got one pickup. Who LSU play?
Florida State, nigga.
That's the pick'em. There you go. You asked me if I got
Florida
a pick 'em.
State.
Okay. Like realistically,
Well, we'll get to that later.
LSU play Florida
Nah,
State?
you got
No, I'm saying like
Go ahead.
we can really do
I
it.
got LSU for real though. We could pick it now. It's only one.
Okay, go
But
That's the only
LSU
pick.
is your
But
team.
I'm not being biased. And I watched Florida State yesterday, and I'm scared because they got a tune-up game, and that scares me. Because you got some competition against another team. They played somebody else, and they looked impressive. And their quarterback looks like a quarterback. He's not just one of the slouches who they put there to make plays. He actually commands the shit. And they have athletes, and they have good schemes, and they have good coaches. So I am scared.
He finally looking like, to me,
Travis, I like Travis.
he finally looking like he getting his groove to what he had in Memphis. He always kept 3 running backs in Memphis. He always kept a great quarterback, and he'll have some receivers. We got a lot of shit on defense. I'm going Florida State, not because of my bias, but It's hard. I hate picking these games early because you really don't know what nobody.
And
do.
I really
we
wouldn't
played
be surprised.
Duquesne
I wouldn't be-
yesterday. You know what I mean?
So I wouldn't be
They
surprised
did
either
play
way.
Duquesne.
But that's what I expect because previously from Florida State, you wouldn't see that against Duquesne.
Yeah,
And they did.
lose against
They did
Jacksonville
what they're
State.
supposed
They'll
to
fuck
do.
around and beat them by 14.
Yeah, they did what they're supposed to do against Duquesne. So
I like the
and
play.
that-
I like the way they call them plays right now. What they
and
do.
it's
This
good.
is one of those games
And I don't know what we look like. I really don't. So
trash. I wouldn't bet.
And we play on Sunday, don't it?
Yeah, y'all play.
yeah,
on
because
Sunday.
it's Labor Day weekend,
What we
so
doing?
we off Monday. What's Sunday? We could do something.
Yeah. Put the grill, man. Put that shit on the fire, man.
But I'm gonna be active too, so we got to do something out and about. But we could come on, can't get right. It's up to you. I'm gonna be out and about, but we can always make your shit you the centralized location. So I'm willing to do it. But we
What's
can't
that
do
this
it.
Sunday coming up?
Yeah, it's Labor Day.
Labor Day.
I ain't gonna be able to do nothing.
Okay, so don't come on.
I mean, I can do something, but I can't do nothing in my house.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to go to the vortex.
We can make a move because I do got to move Shake and Jive earlier. That
You
day.
got to move, shake and drive.
I got to do all that shit.
That needs to be as a man. That needs to be as a
That
man.
drive be getting you.
I got to do all that shit.
yeah.
for
Y'all
real.
excited? No.
Yeah,
football
man. I
season.
love it, man. Especially because I see those type of good games coming up. I want to see that.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
Y'all
Can
see
you
that?
pick?
Oh, I was saying that it's like I wouldn't bet on that game. I
So
just watch
pick,
it.
nigga. I ain't ask you that. Pick. Who you got? Florida State, LSU.
I think LSU gonna be some bums this year.
Todd.
So I got Florida State.
Okay.
I'm
But
gonna
they
go
let you
LSU.
down every year.
I'm gonna go LSU
Florida State?
simply because I
Recruit
fuck
class.
that. No,
I'm going
no,
over.
hell no, fuck that. Y'all was saying
I'm
y'all
gonna get more
young,
detail, too.
y'all got a new coach, and I don't know who your quarterback is. Travis, yeah, give me Travis, man. I'm going Florida State.
They have more experience. They have more.
Right.
They have more
Them
within the
boys
same
look good
system than we do. But I do like our coach. I like our coach better than your coach because that coach he's pretty good. Not saying I don't like yours, but
He just ain't one on the big level.
yeah, he in mine has done real great at Notre Dame.
Yeah, and I'm glad.
Immediately,
I'm glad.
not even shaking. But he's brought in a quarterback who's won. He's an experienced guy stolen from Arizona State. He's a senior guy. He's an older guy, which means he's mature. And top fucking recruiting classes. It don't have to be the best. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have good athletes, so that's why I pick. It's not just because it's biased.
I get you
If
with
we,
the recruiting
if
class.
we were playing Bama, I would say we gonna lose.
You know, we had like the top 3
I know,
with
I know.
the portal.
I know.
We killed the portal.
I know. We did too. We was up in the top 2 because we got one of the best quarterbacks from the portal. So
Who? Give me a prediction of LSU season.
10 wins because he's the coach is a consistent 10 wins.
No. I said this year. LSU.
Me too. 9, 10 wins. Honestly, look at our record from last year. But I'm gonna say 9 or 10 wins because this coach consistently gets 10 wins everywhere he goes, and we've been a consistent 10-win winner since the Les Miles days for years and years and years. And even with this new coach,
Boy, them niggas open up Florida State, Mississippi State, LSU. Hold on.
Auburn,
Florida State,
Florida.
Mississippi State, Auburn, Florida, Alabama.
We got some tough roads.
Yeah, y'all gonna
Ole
probably
Miss.
be
That's tough.
y'all probably be Ole Miss. That's it. Oh, then y'all gonna lose to UAB
Definitely.
on the 19th.
I see 7 or 8 for y'all. What about you, Todd,
like
with
that.
Florida?
Pull up Florida schedule.
Honestly, I think we're gonna win.
That shit look tough
this
though. I ain't gonna lie.
We
That
gonna be
schedule
straight.
look tough.
Yeah, y'all 7 or 8.
We gonna
Give
I'll
us a
one loss.
number. One.
You start with
No, like Todd, be
hold on.
honest,
Listen,
man.
One loss.
Listen, stop.
You looking at my schedule
You
right now.
unranked. You
Look at my
unranked.
schedule.
You unranked.
Utah's a loss. Kentucky's
Well, hold on.
a loss.
Stop. Slow down.
I'm glad you said it.
Slow down. He's unranked starting the season with number 7 Utah. Not that's harder than LSU's schedule, kind of already. But go South Florida.
South
win.
Florida, Utah,
Eastern Washington to win.
I mean, that Kentucky
LSU.
game gonna be good.
Tennessee gonna be
And them in Georgia.
a very competitive game. You losing to Georgia.
Okay.
You losing to Texas A&M.
That's the beauty of a SEC schedule. All our shit just look hard. Right.
Right.
So we don't
Shit
know.
look hard,
They could be. We could be the same record as them.
and you
But
saying y'all losing one game?
Yeah.
So y'all going 11-1.
I ain't going with that though.
Yeah, I'm losing one game.
I ain't going with that.
Now, Todd, be honest. Come on, man.
I'm losing one game.
Who?
Yo. I'm
Who
looking
who
at my
won?
schedule.
Who the
man.
one? Who the one? Who the one?
Either Georgia or A&M. I'm not losing to both of them teams.
Yes, you are.
I'm not losing to both of them teams, bro.
So you beating Utah.
Yeah. They end up okay. I'm beating Utah. That's all I'm gonna say to you. I'm beating Utah.
Kentucky.
Who's
Nigga,
Utah
Kentucky, Tennessee. Boy,
quarterback?
y'all
Kentucky
might,
gonna be a good game. They beat me for the first time in
boy,
like
y'all
40
might not
fucking
make
years.
a bowl
last
game.
year.
The fuck is you saying?
This nigga drunk, man.
Yeah, he
All right,
did.
watch football.
all right,
He
all right,
doesn't
all right,
watch
stop.
football.
Florida State. What you got?
Go to Florida State. Oh, yeah. Okay.
We're gonna lose 3 games.
Which
We're gonna
one?
lose
Which
2
one?
and 3.
Which the ones possibly?
Clemson, and then it's gonna be 2 in there that we're gonna lose that we're not supposed
Miami, maybe.
to. Now, I don't know if
Florida?
it's gonna be Miami.
I think. I don't
Maybe.
think.
Y'all got a
I don't
pretty
think y'all.
easy
I don't think
schedule.
y'all lose to small teams anymore.
No, we're not losing.
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
small.
So-
That's why I give it 3. So Clemson, you know,
Miami, Clemson, Miami,
Maybe
Florida.
Wake-
maybe.
we do that Wake
trap
Forest,
game,
NC
right.
State shit that
Right.
get
Boston
us.
College.
I don't
It'd
think
be
y'all
like
do
one
that
of
now.
those.
I think y'all too good for that now.
Man,
I just think.
it happens when we was good.
I watched it yesterday. I think y'all
Shit,
too
it
good for
happens
that
when
now.
we was good.
Because I think like before it was discipline. Like y'all look disciplined. So if I
yeah.
give y'all discipline, then fool, y'all win every time.
Well,
I see
That's
Florida.
all it
and
is.
North
Fool.
Carolina.
Like them niggas just wasn't disciplined before.
I think we be straight. But I still see.
And
like
I think
3.
you beat Miami.
Oh,
So I think
me
I
too.
give you
I
2.
definitely think
I
we
say
beat
2.
Miami, and I think we beat Florida. We
I
can.
give y'all 2.
This will be a good game. This will be a good game. We should make a wage on that.
So
one.
can't get right. Who your team? Who you going with? What's your score? What's your?
You ain't beat.
Yeah.
We're going undefeated. The Blazers.
I see us losing 1, maybe 2.
You got to get a second team, man. We all like UAB. You got to get somebody you could argue
Alright.
with. We can argue with.
Don't
you
say
about-
right.
We
Todd
can't-
don't like
We
UAB.
can't,
Okay,
we can't
okay.
argue, but Todd never argues about UAB either. So
Okay,
you know we not arguing about UAB.
All right, Alabama, they're going undefeated. They won that championship.
Pull up Alabama's schedule, there. Let's see.
Motherfucking time.
Why we pulling that up?
Because I don't know it, and I just want to see it. I just want to see
It
it.
don't matter who on that.
I'm
bitch.
gonna pick the one. I want
don't
to
do
pick
the
the
same
one.
thing
I
every
want
year.
to. I want to
One
pick
loss,
the one. I want to
maybe
pick
2.
Maybe
and that's what I want to do. I
Final
want to
Four,
pick the one.
They got Texas coming out.
It's not a 1.
Early.
They're going to blow the doors off Texas.
Texas A&M.
They playing in Texas. You know that.
So,
Oh
boy,
man.
these boys is hungry. They got niggas coming
Then they
back.
got
They got
Anderson.
Will
Who
Anderson.
the coach at Texas? He's Bama.
Yeah, he's
removed, right?
What the fuck that nigga name?
Sarkisian.
Sarkisian, yeah, okay. Sorry. Okay, no, he not ready yet. He got to play him like 3 times. I'm going to give Texas A&M a shot because Texas A&M is supposed to be real good, so I'm scared of them too.
Texas.
I know,
ain't gonna do
they
what
never-
Jimbo do.
I know, but they might be the James this year with Jimbo.
Now,
Yeah,
y'all
that was
saying,
a fucking hell of a year.
Y'all
Yeah,
saying
so
They
they
Texas,
might got that kind of talent.
I
Y'all
don't know. They
saying
didn't
Texas-
have number 1 recruiting class for the last 3
They ain't got
years.
that kind of talent.
y'all saying
They do.
Texas A&M might beat Alabama, but Florida going to beat them.
Gonna be
Joe, they beat them last year. What are you talking about? Texas A&M beat Alabama last year.
I'm saying, how in the hell can you say they got a chance with Bama, but then say Florida going to beat them?
These niggas, he act like these niggas don't scrap it on like they the same niggas every
No,
week,
different
bro.
straps. Different.
I still
Pause.
don't even know what you're trying to say.
Like I'm telling
Like,
you,
I'm talking about
this
this nigga 1 win. Like, Florida fans got to stop this shit. I'm a Cowboys
Why
fan.
Alabama fans
Die
can't stop
hard
these
Cowboys.
niggas act like they
Because,
can't
nigga,
lose.
they're loaded.
dumb. Like
Nigga, they're loaded. Florida
they were
State-
loaded in the national championship game and got
I
their
like
blowout.
this
No,
shit.
they wasn't.
Get that
was
nigga.
a rebuilding year. They went to the national championship.
And
Florida ain't
lost.
been shit since
and lost.
Tebow.
And lost.
This the sports talk I like.
In the national championship.
That nigga crazy.
When the last time Florida did
You play to
anything?
get down, but you don't play to win. That
When the last time Florida did anything?
To be good.
bitch. Man, you act like I won in the SEC championship and lost by like I ran out of time. I would have beat you if I
Yeah,
had
that's
another minute in
football.
that game.
You got
I ran out of
60
time
minutes.
in the SEC championship game.
What you on 65?
61. I don't know.
Oh no, I need another 30 seconds.
And last year, with a bum ass quarterback,
Y'all
I'm down.
always have a bum quarterback. They all bums.
Did you almost lose? Did Alabama almost lose against Florida last year? And this is the great Alabama. They're supposed to blow everybody out. That's basically what you're saying.
What the score was, Todd?
almost lost last year.
What the score was, Todd?
But did they lose?
Todd don't know.
No, you know, because
I remember the
he don't
score
watch
last
shit
year.
about
But
football.
you were like, you won by 7 or 3. You didn't beat me by no double digits.
I unconfused.
An unranked team got 3 to 4 ranked teams on their schedule, but they're gonna lose 1 game.
It looked like LSU had the hardest schedule out of all of them. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, that year them niggas went
That right
goddamn
there,
nuts.
I ain't
Them
gonna
niggas wasn't
lie.
even ranked.
That right there scared me.
That shit, bro.
I'm changing my tune. Shit, we might get 8 wins.
HBCU Go has struck a nationwide broadcasting deal with CBS stations for the 2023 season. HBCU sports programming will be available in 12 major U.S. TV markets, including 70% of black households and 60% of homes overall.
Put us everywhere.
Thank you.
The Deion effect.
Deion
FYI,
effect.
we already all over y'all shit, but that's super dope for those
Right.
particular schools because every network you watch is not to say it, but to say it, it's niggas. So, but I love to see a particular thing guarded towards that for real, guarded towards that for them in particular to profit from it and to win from it. I love that shit. Yeah. And it's to Deion. All of you Deion haters.
And all of
Todd.
these Deion haters, Todd. Yeah, I better not put Florida A&M on the schedule. That might be a loss for you bums.
They up to my state. They in the SWAC. They got to play each other. You know what I'm saying?
To be great.
No, I'm talking about Florida.
Hold on, huh?
They played it. North Carolina last night and scored for a couple of points.
Hey, but no, I bet. So when I seen the spread, I was like, nah, Florida A&M got some players down there. I like, they gonna beat the spread. And they did.
You bet on it?
Yeah. And hit, yeah.
Okay.
So, because them boys got players now. Florida A&M, Jackson State, A&M.
A&M.
Yeah. Them boys got players. Like, you can't play with them like that. You put them on the schedule first game if you want to.
What was the score last
It
night?
ain't that old swag shit, that 52 to
Yeah, it ain't that 52-0 shit.
What was the North Carolina FAMU score the other day?
I started watching it and
North Carolina Tar Heels and FAMU. What was it?
I started watching that shit. It was close.
That go right there. There's the first one.
Box
Shit was close.
It was
56.
Okay.
They opened it up.
They opened it up. It was late when they opened it up.
Into the third quarter. It was close. Into the
Yeah,
third.
it was close.
They beat the spread, though.
Oh, look at that quarterback was tossing that bit for fam, though. 28 for 38.
Not compared to that nigga who had 5 touchdowns for North Carolina. They say he's supposed to be that deal, so we'll see.
Of course. Yeah, so I'm just excited, man. Football season back, so we got a lot more shit to
Guess
argue
who's
about.
back?
Moving on into the dummy of the week. Dumbass, stupid ass dummy. People in the House and the Congress, bring your motherfucking ass to the principal's office, man.
Now,
Come on
we saw this
down.
week, Marjorie Taylor Greene. She basically had $183,504 in PP loans forgiven.
That's the white lady.
But Greene went on to say, our government, just to say, okay, your debt is completely forgiven, is completely unfair. Congressman Varen Buchanan, who we talked about earlier, had over $2.3 million. He says, as a blue-collar kid who worked his way through college, I know firsthand the sacrifices people make to receive an education. Biden's reckless student loan giveaway is unfair to 87% of Americans, as he got $2.3 million forgiven. Congressman Markaway Mullen had over $1.4 million in PP loans forgiven. He said, we do not need farmers and ranchers, small business owners, and teachers in Oklahoma paying the debts of Ivy League lawyers and doctors across the U.S., again, as he had $1.4 million.
Fake news.
As he had $1.4 million forgiven.
Fake news. God damn it. Them niggas trash, man. Them niggas don't get how that's fake news. Nigga, you doing the same thing. Shut
Doing
up.
the same thing.
right.
And
You don't need it like that.
And a bigger amount.
man,
You're more of a
Whoever-
hazard to the fucking taxpayers than those people who got those $20,000-$30,000 in student loans. And even if they have more, it's very rare that they have $183,000 of school debt that gets forgiven. Shut the fuck up.
whoever runs the White House's Twitter account, they had time to do some shit yesterday. They had the time.
They
to
had time
address-
today?
Yeah, they had time to address some shit.
I can just
What
look
they
at
say?
my
What
watch.
they
I
say?
got time today.
What they say?
No, they brought up all that. That's where this come from.
Nobody would have ever known that if they wouldn't have put it out.
I ain't see that. Okay.
But it's crazy you sitting there saying all that shit as you getting
As
your
you getting-
loans forgiven.
Right. And this is not like small dollar amounts, nigga. You getting
People be
thousands
crazy,
to millions of dollars
People be
forgiven.
crazy.
You need to work hard. Hey, man, you gonna still
Wipe that shit out for me? Wipe that shit out.
Appreciate that. You need to pull yourself up by the bootstrap.
Right.
Right.
After I got $183,000.
Nigga, I worked my way up.
For that, congressmen, people, House representatives, whoever
White
y'all
lady.
are, y'all are the dummy of the week.
All y'all can have.
Dummy.
Dumbass,
Stupid
stupid ass,
ass,
some of my
dummy. Any
bitches.
other news and information we forgot on the road to 200?
Once again, your tax rate does not change. It's still
all.
7.16%.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how
Doesn't
many
matter.
billions they forgive. Shut the fuck up and go on about your business and let me get a little richer. That's it.
What you watching?
Game of Thrones, new shit.
Yes, sir.
The
Dragons.
dragon.
And UAB
House
was
of
live.
Dragon.
And UAB was live as fuck.
For embracing the dragon.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
Did y'all see
All bias.
my man Aaron Donald? They had him with the two hats with the game facing the Game of Thrones.
That
guy.
nigga should definitely be suspended. But he's not.
You
Yeah,
think
man.
you think
can't
they will?
swing helmets at people.
They're gonna fuck around and suspend it for 2 weeks, and you know what's gonna happen? In 2 weeks, the first game of the week starts.
No, they not. Because
you get suspended for 2 weeks, and then you back for the first game of the year.
Right. Because
Smart move.
it's on
Yeah,
the team.
200,000.
I'm
You
not
know,
suspending.
he needs to be suspended. Like that's just like you got to be able to control yourself. And you as a superstar in this world and being something that everyone looks at, you can't go out here swinging helmets, bro.
You up
Something
there with
has to
like
happen.
quarterbacks with like the face of the league. Like, no. They got to
But-
suspend him.
Also, that's what we
At least
love.
on paper.
That's what we love football for. We
Yeah,
love the
but not that
aggressiveness.
shit, man.
We love-
I gotta help. Like, where the fuck you get that other helmet from? I can see one. Who the fuck you took the other
Nigga, I'm
helmet
snatching
from?
nigga shit.
Game of Thrones.
Man.
I'm snatching nigga shit.
He the king of Game of
That
Thrones.
shit remind me
goddamn.
of Buddy from
When you select him, he got two
what was
helmets.
Buddy from Florida State? Big boy, like a left tackle or something. They had a fight with Miami, and he just
went
swinging
crazy,
shit.
swung a helmet or something. I don't know.
Can't remember.
But no,
I know this ain't the first time a helmet been swung,
Yeah,
though,
but
but
they gotta suspend that nigga, man. Or they should.
find him.
But
Find him. I say find him. Don't suspend him. If you gonna leave it up to me, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want.
Bruh.
I'm finding him.
I watched that Mateo shit on Netflix.
Man, Tateo.
Oh,
That shit.
I would say Mateo. Who
Yeah.
the fuck is that?
That
I
shit
need
was
to watch
crazy.
that little baby doc.
That too on Amazon Prime. Yeah,
Anybody watch that?
Little
You know
baby
about
dog?
yeah. He
I
put it in
the
there,
group.
but it don't look like Lil Baby story. But since I knew what it was, I knew what it was. But yeah,
Oh.
My
Where,
time,
where
so.
re-put it.
yeah, it's right. It's close.
It's on
It's
Hulu.
real recent.
It's on Hulu or Amazon. I thought it was Amazon.
Amazon Prime, right?
Amazon
but
Prime.
still Hulu on Amazon Prime. I mean, I don't fuck it. It's on the fire.
Any other
Shit,
news
that's
and
what it is.
information? We forgot that.
I mean,
Oh, the Mike story was pretty good.
the Mike
I was going to
Tyson
ask you if y'all
shit?
want
I
to
ain't
watch
watch
it. I saw it on
Mike
on
Tyson
Hulu.
was saying,
My
nigga,
start,
that
he
nigga
said
that
don't watch
ain't
that
me.
shit.
He ain't supported Mike. That don't
But I
mean we
still
ain't gonna
might
watch
watch
it.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I want to.
yeah,
I want to see
yeah.
what they got to say about you, bro.
But
Like,
they do kind of fuck it up if he ain't
Yeah, if he
supporting
right.
it. But I don't know if he ain't supporting it because it ain't true or if they didn't break bread. Like
I don't think they.
It sound like
I don't
they
think
ain't break bread. Yeah.
So I wonder if the first Mike Tyson story, because his previous story was pretty good, and that's crazy
it
because that
was.
was 10 years ago.
I
So
would
can
love
only
to
imagine
know
now.
what he don't agree with. Because episode
It look-
one
it
is
look
I
just
think it's
regular
just
shit.
like the business. Nigga,
Yeah.
you using
Like
my
you-
name,
you
image, and
giving
likeness,
it
nigga,
right.
and you ain't hollered at me.
Right.
Yeah.
Break me off.
Yep.
You know I went broke.
Well,
Pay me.
On that note, we'll be back next week like we never left because like we said every week, we never leave. You dig?
Yeah, bitch.
Hey,
Bye-bye. Go
Stop.
Blazers.
Y'all listen to Stock. He ain't gonna never stop talking his shit.
Dummy.